Yep,
Ah,
and managed to get a hold of some and brought it for the group because we were all into hot sauce at the time.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm
still
never
are.
not be into hot sauce. Yeah.
Same.
I have to not be in hot sauce for the sake of my booty hole.
Oh no.
I
I
get
know what I'm
that.
signing. I know what I'm signing up for. Oh, I hate myself.
But like I like pooping not to hurt, so this 30-year-old body just can't do things like it normally did.
True.
Way to oust yourself. Way to fucking date
I
yourself.
don't even care. Don't even care. Hey, is chat on? Hi
Yes.
chat, Nick's 30.
Chat is indeed on. So roll call.
Jacob.
Ryan.
Kaya.
Nick.
I said Nick.
Oh, I didn't hear it. My bad.
Oh,
It's
I'm just being
Steven!
shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick.
It's Steven! Alright.
Yay.
If I start sounding like a robot, just call it out so I can disconnect and reconnect.
Can do. Okie dokie, artichokes. Let's get this show on the road. So, in our last adventures, we had interviews for the administrative position at the Lost and Founds with Lila, formerly of House Sokal, and Gerda, the cousin to, of course, everyone's favorite manservant, Jeeves. You guys had your interviews, and they were two wildly different interviews. Getting to learn a little bit about each woman, finding out that while Gerda was there, that was not where her true passions lie, and finding out that Lila was scarily competent. And boy, does she know it. So, after your guys' interviews, a decision was made that while you guys like Gerda, she fits real well with your personality, that you guys are going for who's got the skills to help you guys pay your bills, which is going to be Lila. So, after making that decision, you guys headed out to the Grimshackle jail. You picked up the Gelt's new. I've been trying to think of a name for it because the actual name for it is just not fun enough for me to say. So,
I like Rinthax's Ryment. That's pretty cool.
Rinthax's Ryment. I can be with that. That's your R&R.
R&R.
So you got your R&R, which for anybody who doesn't know, it allows Gelt as a bonus action to create a 5-foot square around his body of darkness, which gives disadvantage on attacks against Gelt, but also gives Gelt disadvantage on attacks outwards, as well as disadvantage on AoE spells, because you can't see it coming. And it also allows Gelt to cast darkness once a day. Çiaran also inherited Rinthax's Tooth, which is a dragon tooth dagger, which does a d6 of piercing damage, magical piercing damage, a d6 of acid damage, and an extra d6 against dragons. Finding out that it has a copper hilt and copper sheath that has been tempered with mimic blood to ward against the acidic properties of the tooth over time. You all got some horses, put down down payment, set them up for the day. It's like, goddamn, horses are expensive, even rent. But you guys had the money. Ooh, turn that down. You guys headed over north from Flan, going into the Quivering Forest for the first time in a little bit for some of you, and followed that all the way up. For the better part of 3 hours, till you came across Grimshackle Jail, a very old tower, very classic, almost looks like a rook from a chessboard, and we're greeted by the most dirty, raggled, crude halfling anybody had ever met, one of the Grimshackle brothers who runs the jail. You guys offered to pay to get a half hour or half a bell, as is the nomenclature of this part of the world, to speak to Rathene Hall and find out what she known to finally get some of the pieces put together. You guys spoke to Rathene Hall, who seemed pretty eager to betray said Grey Patriots after spending the better part of a 10-day locked in this dark, dilapidated, falling apart tower with hardly any lights, good food, or any sort of creature comforts. You guys offered and paid some gold to improve Rathene Hall's situation, which made her very talkative. A combination of good questions and detect thoughts from Alder, who was able to peer into Rathene's mind and get to see, on top as here, what she had to say, learning that, as of now, the Grey Patriots should be arriving at King's Pyre to have a sort of armistice with the Claws of Tiamat to work things out, as both groups have been engaged in a gang war of sorts along the Iron Route. Much information was found, including San Krulik being an active practitioner of the Church of Bane, Bane being the greater god of fear, murder, and tyranny. Although I believe he's got some competition from Baal right now, Baal, B-H-A-A-L, for the title of God of Murder. But the gods are kind of in flux ever since the Second Sundering. As you guys got that information and finally had kind of a place to go and learning some of the bigger pieces, learned of the Welcomer's betrayal of the Grey Patriots, and came to the terrifying thought that the Claws of Tiamat and the Grey Patriots could possibly come together and raise an army to actually assault Flan. The consequences being severe, to say the least. As all that information dawns on the returners of the Lost and Found, the sound of an alarm bell, the smell of smoke and fire begins to fill the Grimshackle jail as Bevik begins to sprint as fast as the little halfling legs can take him down into the Grimshackle jail. There's the sound of metal wrenching, men yelling, the creak of floorboards, and a bellowing roar that almost shakes the very foundations of the Grimshackle jail, only being one, possibly two floors behind you. So, as we return back, looking, you guys are currently on level 4, the highest part of Grimshackle jail. The party has busted Rathene Hal out with a good use of thieves' tools from Alder and a natural 20 athletics check from Reyn. She is now equipped with a hand axe given by Reyn. Still has some of the chains on. As you guys look on, so you guys are right outside on level 4 around this kind of circled P for prisoner. As you guys will make your way around, you do know that there is an open bit of floor. These kind of puddle-looking areas are open floor that allows you to peer down. It is still quite dark in here, but all of you have dark vision except for Gelt. So it is there's not a ton of, it's a very dark tower. It's a very enclosed space. However, you can see the flickering lights of a fire coming up through said hole. So we will return to the party as what appears to be some sort of prison break begins.
Banana.
So, Lost and Found, what would you like to do?
I mean,
Well,
I think just
Yeah, just try to get out of here, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
we're probably just descending the stairs down, trying to make our
Yeah.
way.
I will take a look into the hole when we're walking past it, I will definitely say.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Hole looking. That is a 15.
A 15, and since you're Dwarven, you're good to go. You look through the hole, straight down onto the 3rd floor, and what you see is the hulking figure of that Minotaur. I actually have a thing for this. You can see that he appears to have broken from his own jail cell. You can see that there are still rusted chains that hang around his arms, his legs, and his chest. You also now can see that it has a wooden left leg that is intricately carved out of wood. It starts just below the knee, and it resembles an angry man with its arms and hands upraised to support the leg. You can, yeah. So
Wild.
quite literally, it's bellowing in a language that none of you speak. Look, there it is already. Because now I know all the languages you guys speak. So it speaks in a language unknown to you all, but what the thing that you do not miss at all is on its horns you can see one of the guards is completely gored, sliding off, while another one is limp in this Minotaur's arms as it's swinging towards another one of these thugs with the dead body of another one. You can see that around on that third floor, you can also see that the fire, if we're looking on the map, is directly below you on that kind of, you see where all like the little, what appears, little dots. All the little dots are where, at least on this floor, fire's beginning to spread.
Well, jeez. Reyn looks back up to the party. You remember that Minotaur we saw walking in?
Yes.
What about him?
He's on the floor below us, walking around with men gored on his horns. We're gonna have to fight our way through that fucker, I think.
Hmm.
You hear another
Alright.
bellowing roar, and you can feel the tower shift to the right.
Okay, let's
Well-
go down there and take care of him before we die inside of this
Yeah,
tower
you
falling
know, I'll
over.
take,
Jesus.
I'll take the fight over being crushed.
Yeah, I agree. And as we're heading there, I'll cast Mage Armor on myself real quick, too.
What is your guys' marching order? Because it only one of you can only it has to be single file down these stairs.
I think I'm still gonna say Reyn is probably first.
So Reyn first, then Çiaran, then Alder, then Gelt.
Yeah.
All right. You guys descend down the stairs. All right, I guess roll for initiative. Let's just hop in it. So you guys are rolling straight to a fight.
And Gelt, you have your goggles on, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say I put them on.
That's a fight on sight for you
told
and that
me,
Minotaur, buddy.
It's a fight on sight for you and this Minotaur, buddy.
Ooh, that's a bad initiative roll for Çiaran. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's good. It's good for me.
All right, let's.
Did pretty okay.
That was only a 5, isn't it?
5, isn't it?
It's a 16, isn't it?
So
Oh
A
no, Gelt, you're at the
21,
back. I'm so
Gelt?
sorry.
Yeah.
16, isn't
It'd
it?
be like that.
Alder and Reyn, which one of you would like to go first?
Reyn, you're in front, so you go
Yep,
first.
I'm gonna go buck wild on this shit.
Okay, so we've got. So we go. Gelt. Reyn. Alder. Çiaran. Okay. As you guys descend, here, chat. Let me pull up the map so you can see what we're working with here. As you guys descend the stairs, you're going to level 3. So if we're looking at the map, Gelt, you are still on the stairs. Alder, you're in that first square off the stairs. Çiaran, you're on the next square, and then Reyn, you are the square that is in the tower. You can see that what would be referred to as the Minotaur is to your to your, what would be your left if we're looking on the map, to the right.
And real quick, which level is that again?
You guys are on
3.
level 3.
And then
Okay.
just to make, got it. I figured out where the stairs were. It's in the middle. There we go. I was like, where the fuck are these stairs?
Yeah, the stairs are in the middle, and at each kind of level, you step out into it.
So I am right outside of that little hall that leads to the stairs. And you said it was to our left, Reyn's right.
Mm-hmm.
As the Minotaur. Perfect. Is he within my 25 feet? Oh no, wait, it's not even my turn.
Yes, it's actually Gelt's turn first.
I know we're about to go fucking fight a goddamn Minotaur, so I am gonna go ahead and lay Bless on Reyn. Then it was you next in line, Siren?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes. So you'll get one, and I'll also put one on myself.
Cool.
All right. Excellent.
That's pretty much all I can do.
That's fair. It's very. It would be very difficult to move all of your party all the way out to get past there. Then just Reyn, you're just such a thick boy. You know, his chest has got to at least be nearly 5 feet across, right?
One might call me chode-like.
Possibly.
Just kidding. No.
Boy, I hate that.
I'm just a short himbo. That's all I am.
So as you step out, I assume liar in hands.
Yeah.
Blue skin, shining, no beard, but it cuts down the wind resistance. The Minotaur turns to you, and you can hear it yells once again in this awful grinding of a language. It is deep and it is almost painful to listen to as this Minotaur charges at you. Goes full straight feet, so it is going to make a gore attack against you.
Do it, you son of a bitch.
All right, that is 16 plus 6. That's a 22.
Yeah, that does hit.
Okay, so so the damage from the gore as it gets you and catches you right in the shoulders, each one. Its horns are. You're like, ooh, if I was just a little thinner, I might be able to be in between. But damn these dwarven shoulders.
Damn this Moradin blessed frame.
God, I'm such a unit of a dwarf. So that is going to be.
That is most of Reyn's internal dialogue. I will not lie.
That's going to be 17 points of piercing damage.
Holy hot hell!
And then you need to make me a strength saving throw.
Oh, guess who's gonna rage on his turn?
You're good at that, though.
That's a good idea.
That is a 16 strength save.
Did you have the D4?
Oh, I do add a D4. Thank you.
Yep.
That's a 19 strength save.
Okay, so 19. You are not pushed 10 feet back, and you're gonna take half of 13. So rounding up, that's gonna be 7 more points of piercing damage just from the sheer weight. And now that this thing is right on top of you, you're like, ooh, fuck. As far as you're like, this is just as strong as Virgil, but taller. So that is its turn, though.
Hi, I'm 1 point away from being bloodied.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
the
didn't
rest
get
of
a
you
chance to
see
rage before I went.
the rest of you guys all see this as you're like, all right, we're getting prepped, cast bless. And you're like, let's do this, and then just suddenly, and you're sure that you're about to see Reyn go flying, but he drops the center of gravity so that the gore almost pushes you down. You could feel the floorboards beginning to creak and underneath the strain as you are able to stand from being thrown 10 feet backwards or more.
Crazy.
So yes, Reyn, it is indeed your turn.
Oh joy. Well, I said I was gonna do it. I'm definitely gonna do it. I use a bonus action and start raging.
Oh,
Because
blood
fuck
to
that
rage.
shit.
Smart.
Yeah. I am going to just wail onto him with the liar liar.
Go ahead. Give me some attacks.
And that is going to be reckless.
Reckless.
And that makes it 24 to hit.
A 24 does hit.
And that is going to be 10 points of piercing damage.
10 points of piercing damage. Got it.
Oh
Shoot.
man, I'm just blocking the entrance in, but I think this is where I kind of need to stick. If I move, he'll attack me, and if I move, then he'll be able to access my friends. So yeah, Reyn's sticking right here for the time being.
Gotcha. It is now Alder's turn.
Gotcha. So I've got Çiaran in front of me. I don't assume I can necessarily squeeze by then.
It would roll me an acrobatics check. If you succeed, it'll count it as difficult terrain, but this is very small, and at the end of it is more rain.
Is there any chance Çiaran could use her reaction, since he knows Alder's behind her, to just crouch a little bit so he can shoot over her?
If you would like to use your reaction, yeah, I'll give Alder advantage on this check.
Cool. And I imagine Minotaur's like dead ahead in the hallway, so
Yes, Reyn is there, and they're currently Reyn's got the liar lodged into like a bicep right now. As he hits it, pushes the Minotaur's head back just enough to ungore you, so you're no longer still pierced.
Jesus.
Oh, good.
Yes.
thank goodness. Okay, cool. Well, let's go ahead and pump a spell into him, because he's wrecking on my buddy here.
Right.
So we'll try with a chromatic. Do a 16 hit.
A 16 do hit.
16 do hit.
Oh.
Thank you.
Of course. So that is going to be 14 fire damage on that one.
14 fire damage. Nice. You send it hurtling forward, and you're able to catch. You get right in like the shoulder, right in the upper shoulder. So there is the liar, and it brings it out forward, and you just kind of catch right on top of it, burning the upper part, and you can hear from the Minotaur from that fire damage.
Nice. And I think that'll be it for me on that one.
Okie dokie. Next is Çiaran.
She, after crouching, will point the tip of her staff, directly behind where Red was impaled, and do a second level cure wounds.
I love you, darling.
Wow, yeah, boy. It wasn't great. 10.
Hey, that's still better than where I was at.
Well,
And if you think about it this way, now that I'm taking half damage from physical, it's even more important that I get hit points back in any amount.
that's true. It's true.
You send a almost purple-like vine, and it shoots over to Reyn and begins to stitch up one of the kind of gore holes. It only gets to one, which explains why it didn't do as much healing as you would have liked it to, but one of them is no longer bleeding profusely. We'll say his left shoulder is less gored than the right shoulder.
Okay. So that's my turn.
All
I
right.
think, unless you know what, if I can squeeze past Red. No, I'll stay here. I'll stay here.
Okie dokie. Then that brings us back up to the top with Gelt. Rathene, who is still in the hallway and is choosing to not participate.
She's more than welcome not to.
Yep, doesn't need to. So how far is it to get to the front?
From where you're at, you've got 3 of your party members to get there, so that's 15 feet.
But it's squeezing through them in this tight hall.
Oh, I don't need to do that. Not with my new tattoo.
Oh.
Oh.
Clever.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right.
Good.
So
You better get real descriptive with this then.
I will.
yeah.
I will. But also, that's not what I really want to do. But can I actually get to the other side of the Minotaur?
With all 3 of your party members, and then getting into a hallway, and then past the Minotaur, that's going to be nigh impossible.
Okay. But to get to the front.
That?
Okay.
Yeah, because if we're looking at the map, so I mean, you've got all of your party members, and then right next to it, you see there's the Minotaur. So you could squeeze and then get behind Reyn, but it is going to take some checks because the entirety of your party's there, and now the fight is on.
Okay. So I guess what I want to do I'll just move myself to the front.
This is some
Yeah.
darkest dungeon shit.
Okay, so what's gonna happen is so I will use a bonus action to expend 1 charge of my tattoo. So some of it's obscured because I'm wearing armor and everything, but you'll see, including the wrist scar, all of Gelt's tattoos will just shine just so dimly, but just ever so dimly, and then he will just turn incorporeal, of course, but it's as if you can see through him, but he's actually obscured by black wisps, which is quite odd. So with that, I will go through all of my allies to get to the front. I will then stop at the front to use an action to pump. How much are you missing, Reyn?
24 hit points still.
Jesus. Okay.
Jesus.
So I will pump 15.
Oh wait, no, wait.
I would say
No,
that's
it
a
can't
lot,
be right.
dude. That
No,
can't
14
be right.
hit points. 14
I would say,
hit
dude, like
points.
Okay.
I would say,
That's what I
he
meant.
only dealt 19 damage to you, right?
That's what I meant. Sorry.
Or 20 damage, yeah. So I'll pump you back up. You're all the way back up.
I appreciate. Thank you.
And then I will use the next 15 movement to push outwards.
You unfortunately cannot, because while you are moving through creatures and solid objects, they count as if they're difficult terrain. So you can only end your turn right on top of Reyn.
That's right.
So if you want to heal him, you have to end your turn there.
That's right. Okay, cool. Then that's perfectly fine.
All
I'm
right.
sorry, I forgot about that.
No, you are just fine. It's a new ability.
Yeah.
It's going to take some time to learn the in and outs of it.
Yes.
So,
First
I don't
usage.
forgive you, Jacob.
Sorry, dude. I failed everybody here because I'm now, other than Ryan, the only non-DM.
Oh.
you activate and you see all, you can tell that they all start to glow, and it's easier to see since it's still very dark in here. Since everybody has dark vision, it's very noticeable. Your turn ends, and as you become corporal, I guess, since
No, it says it doesn't end until the end of my next turn.
However, when you end your turn in a solid object, which Reyn is a solid object, you are shunted back into the next open space. And you're going to take 1d10 of force damage for ending there, and then 1d10 for every 5 feet traveled, so you get pushed right behind Reyn. So it's Gelt, Reyn, Minotaur now. And you're going to take 13 points of force damage.
Okay.
Jesus.
And now you
That's
are
not that bad.
you are moved, so you're directly right behind Reyn.
Cool.
Yep, and you are still you're still incorporeal, so you have that until the end of your next turn. You are correct.
Good stuff.
Yep.
So wait, it's like even. So I get to do my next turn as a ghost, so it's like a 2-turn thing, just so I'm getting that right.
Yes, so as a bonus action,
Okay.
while the tattoo is on your skin, you can expend one of the tattoo's charges to become incorporeal until the end of your next
Okay.
turn. you know.
Yep.
God.
So it is
So-
essentially 2 turns, which is very nice.
Yeah. Weird. Okay. Cool. Sorry.
Oh, it's a rare tattoo. So yes, you're able to get through and put healers on, but the force of being is a so actually, since you're still incorporeal, you're actually only going to take 8 points of force damage.
Okay.
So if it ends and you are inside a solid object, which Reyn is a solid object.
I'm very sick.
Yeah, you are very solid. Then you will be shunted to the nearest unoccupied space and take another D10 of force damage.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
so I rolled an 8 and a 5. So the 5 was the second one. So you'll take 8 points of force damage. All right.
Cool.
Excellent. Okay. Cool
Thanks,
stuff. Cool
Gelt.
stuff.
Good
That was
stuff.
super
Yes.
cool, my ghosty healing friend.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm glad I got to use it.
So it is now the Minotaur's turn.
Oh, hi.
We're like bowling pins here.
For real.
Okay. It's a weird sight for the Minotaur because you can like see that somebody is standing inside of another person. So he's going to back 10 feet up, and if
That
you'd like to
son of a
make, so he
I will.
yes, go ahead and make an attack of opportunity. Gelt, you could also make an attack of opportunity.
I would. No, wait. That takes my reaction, doesn't it?
It does take your reaction.
Then no, thank you.
Okay,
Sorry.
doesn't bother me none.
Ooh, I only got a 12.
A 12 is not gonna do.
That's okay.
So he's going back up, and then he's going to charge at you guys to make a gore. Since you guys are both sharing the space, it leads to, while you are incorporeal and can move through stuff, it doesn't mean you don't take damage.
Yeah.
You do have resistance though.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
I will roll, and this attack is gonna get both of you guys. I think
Okay.
that's fair. A horn for each of you. So that is going to be a 20, unnatural.
It would hit me, but I'm gonna use my reaction to boost my AC to 22.
Good job. It does hit me.
Okay. Go ahead and make me that strength saving throw.
And I have advantage on this now since I'm raging.
You do, indeed.
Wow, that's still only a fucking 12 though.
Don't forget the D4.
Ah,
Mm,
16.
16. That'll just meet.
Holy shiz bucket. Thanks,
So-
Gelt.
So you are not pushed back. Once again, you can feel it. However, I need Gelt and Reyn to make a dex saving throw.
I'm good at that.
Reyn, you are going to take 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
How is that the halved?
Halved is going to be 7.
Thank you.
18.
18.
And I got a 14 on my deck save.
The wood beneath you splinters and breaks. Reyn, you fall 10 feet down.
Ow.
And you're going to take 6 points of falling damage. Gelt, you are able to see this and jump back a space and not fall, so you are in the space behind. Reyn, you're falling directly down one floor, so I think that should be pretty easy on this map. So luckily they're all the exact same build. So you are now on level 2, right in that same square. Now that you are underneath it, you can see that the fire on that third floor is now starting to spread and come down that hallway.
Jesus.
Yeah, you looking up, you're like, oh damn. But moving on, it's now your turn, Reyn. So it works out perfect just like that.
Comes back
Yep.
up the stairs.
Eventually. But first, Reyn uses, and actually, hold on, I need to double check one quick thing just to make sure that I can
Course.
expressly do what I'm doing. Perfect. I definitely can. As from down there, can I still see the Minotaur
Looking
back up
up,
through the hole?
yeah, you can get an angle on it. Yeah, totally. I mean, it's a big ass fucking minotaur. So yes, you can see the minotaur through the hole.
You all can't see most of what's about to happen, but Reyn uses a bonus action and calls out the command word for his new tattoo, which you hear him in the midst of singing the Ballad of Nothing. He screams, "Pins and needles!" as his tattoo kind of activates, and the kind of lining of his musculature, instead of just being on his skin, kind of raises and is almost like glowing, like extra like greaves on his arms now, as the liar liar is also wrapped up in the same kind of purple energy, and he makes the attack with the increased range that the tattoo gives him from the Eldritch Claw.
It's like it's like a metal yo-yo, but made out of your muscles.
Basically. And he's wrecking.
You gotta wreck it.
That's a 20 to hit.
That will hit.
The reckless metal yo-yo of
As
muscle.
it-
Oh my god! What's up, Joseph?
Basically.
Yes, the clackers.
Yeah.
I like that.
Plus 1
13
experience for DM. Sorry.
Right. As I deal 13 piercing and 5 force damage.
Oof.
Nice.
Yeah, you get this right underneath the chin. And really, it's the sound of these minotaurs' teeth slamming together. You hear a kind of a crack. And the minotaur spits, and bits of teeth rain down on you, Reyn.
Cool.
So your hair now
I
has bits of minotaur blood and teeth.
joy. I always look like a fucking badass after combat. I am going to use my movement to run into the hallway to where the stairs are and start making my way back up to that floor where my friends are.
Yes.
Reyn, as you hit the stairways, now that you're a floor below, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 12.
12. You hear. You are surprised because it doesn't seem like any of the guards are heading up the stairs. Instead, there seems to be a commotion going down a level below you.
So even more to look forward to. Joy.
Hooray!
Yes, with the passive of 12, you know something's going down. You can hear. You definitely hear the crude wails of a dirty halfling.
Oh boy. When the prisoners get to play, it's the jailers that pay.
All right, jump into Alder.
Okay, real quick, I apologize. My Discord kind of went out on that last bit. So, was there anything important you mentioned that I might have missed there?
Not anything that would pertain to Alder. Reyn can hear that there is another commotion going down a floor beneath him, so on level 1. Alder, what's your passive perception as it comes to your turn?
It's 11.
11. Yeah, you can see that the flames are starting to grow stronger, and there are a number of prisoners still on this now beginning to burn floor. You, as a fire genasi specifically, you can tell that this fire is gaining momentum.
Okay, is it surrounding us? Like, is it close to us right now? Or?
So on level 3, you see where those little stone-looking ones to the right of the map. So if we're looking at it from the top down, if you see over there, that is starting to spread into that first prisoner's cage, and he's still locked in there.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes.
And,
No, go for it.
okay. I just wasn't sure, like, if I had, like, a clear visual on that one, because, like, if I can and if it's in range, I'll control flame it, but I just don't know, like, what what exactly my scope is from.
Yeah, you
from
would
where
be
I
able
am,
to
'cause, like,
see
I'm in
as
the
it's.
hall.
Yeah, you would be able to see that it is now coming towards. So there's a hole in front of there separating you guys and the Minotaur, where Reyn has fallen in. Gelt, you are on the left side. The Minotaur's on the right side. So behind the Minotaur, the flames are coming. And you can see them starting to spill into that prisoner as he begins to scream as he is trapped in a metal cage as flames are coming towards him.
Damn.
Okay. I
This is a bad place.
I'll go. Yeah, that one's pretty bad. I will actually use my turn. I'll control flames, like a 5x5 square on top of that prisoner, and just absorb the flame straight into me. And as I'm doing that, I'll tell the party basically, like, we either need to make space or jump down and get out of here quick.
Good use of turn. So, Alder, do you have any movement? You have the ability to jump down if you would like.
Because I still got the other two in front of me, or am I in front of them?
Right now, so Gelt is in front of you. He's no longer in the hallway. Reyn is a floor beneath you, so it's just you and Çiaran right now. And I would say, since it's just you two, and neither one of you are exceptionally large people, you can kind of switch whichever one. I would say it would be just fine. Now that you don't have big bodies, Gelt and Reyn in front of you guys.
Gotcha.
So I would say that's up to Çiaran and Alder, who wants to be more in front.
I'll stay more in front. I have more potential HP for sure.
Yeah, I'll let Çiaran can be in front, and I'll stay in the back. I'll continue to kind of like back them up, and we'll keep from jumping down for this turn.
Okay. You can also take the stairs.
Yeah, there's always the stairs down too.
I think we'll start taking the stairs then.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
Yeah, especially now that there's a hole between us and the Minotaur. I thought we might have to go like lap around, but no, we'll just start taking the stairs here.
Yeah,
All right. So you stop those flames from immediately starting to burn that prisoner, and you begin heading down the stairs. You are now on level 2. Since you were in the back, 5, 10, there's about 15 feet. So, yeah, you could get to, like, the second square coming out of level 2.
See past me on the way.
If Alder, you just have 30 feet of movement? Yeah, you
just
guys,
30.
yeah, go ahead and, Alder, make me an acrobatics check as you and Reyn kind of start to pass each other.
As Reyn looks at you, and he just keeps singing the Ballad of Nothing.
And I did roll a 19 for acrobatics there.
You guys are able to pass each other. So, Alder heading down. Reyn, I believe you were planning on heading up.
I'm going back up to kick this Minotaur's ass still.
Yep, you guys are able to switch by, so Alder, you are successfully on level 2. And when you get to level 2, you can see the flames from underneath. So you have a better view of that.
Which means you can target them if you can see them.
Yep, they're starting
That
to
is
burn the floor away. Seems level 3, where the Minotaur has the worst of it.
Of course.
Alright. Good turn. Çiaran, what you got? So you got?
So I guess I'll stay and beat the crap out of the Minotaur.
You may certainly try.
So
I
I
love your
will
gumption.
stow the staff and pull out the old dagger made out of the dragon's tooth and gonna attack it with that.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
Shit. 10.
10. Make me an acrobatics check.
Sure
No.
will.
Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yep, because you
Oh,
are
you
going
would-
across this hole to try to get this Minotaur.
Oh, that's fair.
And you're
Yeah,
blessed right now, Çiaran.
that's true.
Bliss.
Bliss.
It It never gets old. Not once.
14.
I love it.
A 14? Yeah,
Yeah.
you're able to grab the wall and keep yourself from falling in.
Whew.
Since it's right there and you're not directly on top of it.
Bless.
Yes. So you're able to hold on. You're not able to. It's a weird angle. You're trying to hold onto the wall, get this dagger around, and it's like first time you're using it too. The weight feels off. You know, it
Yeah,
just
you know, it's a new weapon.
it's a new weapon. You just boom. You're just like, eh. Oh yeah, it's a piercing weapon, not a slashing weapon. Fucking dragon teeth.
Killing me.
Any movement from Çiaran?
She'll try to like scoot around him so that maybe he gets his back to the others.
That's gonna be hard to do. Cause you're gonna have to jump over the hole and then try to get around his whole body, and he takes up most of the hallway.
Oh, I didn't jump around the hole. I see.
Yeah, so you would either have fallen in or able to still stay in that hallway. So,
I see.
cause it's Gelt is to your if we're looking, so Gelt is to Çiaran's right, the Minotaur's to the left, and directly in front of her is a hole. But now looking down with your passive perception, I know you can see the alders beneath. You don't see Reyn, but you can hear somebody coming up the steps. Which, you know the sound of Reyn's footsteps at this point.
Yeah, it's recognizable for sure.
They're in time with my singing.
You know, I'll brace for impact, I guess. I've got nothing else I can do really.
Okie dokie. Going back to the top.
Actually,
Oh.
I'll just keep the hole as between myself and the Minotaur as I can.
Mm-hmm. Can do. So, alright, Gelt.
All right. So I'm guessing this motherfucking thing is still in front of me.
Mm-hmm. There's a 5-foot hole in front of you, and then the Minotaur.
It's literally on the other side of the hole.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do you think I would have enough movement to get to the other side of it?
You would be jumping straight into Minotaur, but yeah, you could definitely jump.
I'm still a ghost, though.
Yeah, you could go for the jump. Make me an acrobatics check.
Good. Am I good at that?
I mean,
Yeah,
you're not
okay.
terrible at it.
Okay. How is a 14?
14. Yep, you're able to jump across.
Okay.
So
Good
you
stuff.
jump across. You are now technically sharing the same space as this Minotaur.
Can I float to its back?
You can continue to move forward. Between the jump and that, you're looking at using about, I believe, 20 feet of movement. So you still got 10 more.
Okay. Cool. So, I guess, do I risk an opportunity of attack if I try to float a little bit away more and try to position myself just like 10 feet away?
You would risk that opportunity of attack.
Then I will just stop on the other side of it. Excuse me.
All right.
And I will make an attack. That is right, my friend.
Whip his ass.
Whip his ass.
You better get to that whipping, boy. No quitting that whipping.
Oh god. $17
17 will do.
damage. Probably. $11.
11. You are able to make contact. It doesn't hit as hard as you would like to, but it's because you are in a rather enclosed space, making your whip attacks more difficult than usual. But you're able to get a good old whips down the back. Which now the Minotaur does not like that at all and turns around. Now it's Minotaur, Gelt, fire. Gelt, go ahead and make an athletics check as he begins to believe he's going to try to shove you into the fire.
Oh. Son of a bitch. Athletics, you said?
Yes.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, there it is.
Uh-oh.
That's a 26.
12.
Boom!
Oh,
You
yes.
are pushed. You are pushed a whole 10 feet back straight into this fire.
Oh my god.
So as this fire begins to no other way to say it, begin to eat away at you, you are going to take 6 points of fire damage. And then,
Was this like his turn or something?
I mean, it is his turn right now.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought this was like a
what is
reaction
this,
or
like his
something to being
frickin' turn?
attacked. No, I thought it
yeah.
was like a reaction. He's like, I'm gonna push you, and I'm like, oh, motherfucker. All right, I get it.
Yeah. So he does push you into the fire, and then make me a dexterity saving throw.
Much better. Okay, that is going to
Ooh,
be
make me
a
make me a Constitution saving throw first as you take damage.
Okay, then it's 15 plus 3 for 18.
Yep, you make it, and that does the dexterity saving throw makes it as well. So you do not catch on fire.
Lovely. I always like that. It's always a bonus.
Yeah, it does. It's wonderful. So
Oh, wait,
that is
wait.
yeah. So that is the Minotaur's turn. Well, does that, shoves you in there, and then he knows who hit him really hard last time, so he is going to hop down into the hole
Son of a bitch!
and lands right in front of you, Alder.
Oh. Hi, friend.
All right, it is now Reyn. It is now your turn.
So I hear a come on and slam come down on the floor, on the second floor. So I turn
yes.
right the hell back around.
Yes, it is a very loud noise.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually hear that as more of the wood begins to splinter.
Oh joy! The great thing about the Eldritch Claw tattoo is it lasts for a minute and it makes my range on my melee attacks 30 feet. So
Indeed it
even if my
does.
25 feet of movement can't get me next to it, I can still definitely get an attack in.
Definitely, you go ahead and make that attack.
I am reckon. That is a 23.
That'll hit. You go back down the stairs and you see, and you have just enough sense to tell Alder to duck as you throw the liar, Joseph Joestar Clacker style, and it catches this Minotaur directly in the chest.
That is 10 points of piercing damage and 5 points of force damage.
So that's yeah. On this one, you can see the Minotaur. You can see a leg start to shake. It doesn't go down to a knee, but that one definitely looked like it really did hurt.
Then Reyn, with his bonus action, and he means this with all the power that a worshiper of Tymora can mean it, says, "Good luck, Alder!" as you get a bardic inspiration.
Hey, I'd like it.
Well, speaking of Alder, it's your turn.
Okay, so as this guy jumps down here to face me,
Yeah, and he is right in front of you.
he's right in front of me.
It's
yeah.
the image is just this massive Minotaur taking up most of the space. Head almost doesn't even he's almost too big for this space. As you can see, his horns do scrape some of the upper parts, and then you see Alder with his robes, the red energy of his mage armor lightly glowing, stand. It just looks like a child by comparison. A little red lights in this massive figure.
Alrighty. You know what? I'm gonna try a hold person, so make me a wisdom save, please.
Wisdom save.
Cheeky motherfucker.
That's a 5.
He sure as fuck fails, and he's now paralyzed.
Holy shit, yes, Alder! Fuck
Ooh.
yes!
You said hold person.
Yeah, he did.
Oh no!
Yeah.
that's
The Minotaur is a monstrosity.
That is correct.
Oh,
I'm sorry, my friend. I'm so sorry. But
Well,
Alder,
If Virgil was here, he'd be a humanoid, but I understand.
yes,
Fair.
this Minotaur seems to be very different, larger, more, one might say, abyssal
Ooh.
than Virgil is. Definitely doesn't seem to possess the common tongue.
He's juicing.
Well, so you go to do that, you cast a spell, and you can see it take hold. It's almost like he's too big for this to fully grasp all of his muscles.
Too many muscles.
Too many muscles. Okie dokie.
Okay.
Alright, Alder, do you get anything else from me, my friend?
I'll take the chance. I'm gonna go down the stairs. You can take the opportunity attack if he wants. I'm going down.
He is going to try. He still has in one hand the dead body of one of the thugs, and so as you're going away, he brings it down, almost like a great club, one would say. That is going to be 19.
That is gonna hit.
Okay, you're going to take. How did I lose that dice? Oh, it's because it's dark. Alright, you are going to take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Oof. That's okay.
But you're able to get there, get to the stairs. Would you like to go up or down?
I will start heading down.
Mhm.
Yeah. Reyn, you start heading down too, right?
Oh no, I came down the hallway onto this floor and just wailed on this thing with the liar. I'm still fighting
True.
it.
Yeah.
True. I will start heading down, and I will just say, "Tag you in."
Alder, you head down and you make it to level 1. There you can see that there seems to be, looks like 2 thugs with their weapons raised, and you can see the other halfling who was drinking and just having a good old time is currently in a headlock. A dwarf has a short blade pressed up against his neck. It seems to be a good old-fashioned Mexican standoff.
Oh God.
And you can see Bevik is just kind of hysteria, trying to plead with this dwarf, while his twin brother is currently at the edge of a sword. So, that's what you see as you make it down to the first floor. Çiaran, your move.
Yeah, gonna leap down this hole and attempt to land on this Minotaur and stab him with the knife.
Go ahead. You can either make the attack with disadvantage and hit the floor, or you can make an acrobatics check first to see if you can land on top of him.
The attack's with disadvantage, and I land on prone on the floor. Why would anyone choose that option?
You tell me.
The other one, yeah.
Go for it. Make the acrobatics check.
Alright.
The answer is comedic timing.
The answer is you're trying to jump down onto a minotaur and stab it at the same time in a very small space with gigantic fucking horns.
Yeah.
Like, it's a cool move. But not an easy one. What you got?
For dex save, 10.
For a 10?
Blessed.
Yep, you are blessed.
14.
14? Yeah, you're able to lay it on top of this minotaur. Go ahead and make your attack.
Alright.
Stab.
Let's see. Am I proficient in daggers?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, it's a simple weapon. So, yeah, 23 to hit. I mean, it wouldn't
Yeah.
matter anyway.
Yeah,
But,
it's gonna hit.
yeah. That's max damage, so it's gonna be 14.
14. Yeah, you're able to drive this straight in between where the neck and the collarbone meets, and you can hear almost the sizzle of flesh as the acid just makes it. It just slides right on in.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gross.
Mm-hmm. All right. You can feel its body just shake and convulse from just the pain and where you got it through the whole. I mean, you're on top of this thing basically, so you can feel its body.
Bleh.
God
I'm
damn.
almost sorry.
That's awesome.
All right. Good on you, Çiaran. Are you gonna stay on top of this Minotaur?
Yeah, I'll just grab it by the handles.
All right. Go. It's your move.
Want me to fucking step out of this goddamn fire? You bet your ass.
All right. Since you do start your turn in the fire, you are gonna take another 4 points of fire damage.
Well, what if I stayed in the fire though?
If you stayed in the fire, I'll get to roll it again, I guess.
Considerably worse, I imagine.
I imagine you would burn more.
Well, I was hoping that you just mitigate the damage.
I know.
It's cozy here at the moment, you know. But if it's like getting out of a hot bath, you know, you don't really want to.
Yeah, it's you like it scalding. It helps remove the sin of the day.
Oh, you God. It was a what roll?
When you start your turn in the fire, you just take fire damage.
Oh, how much am I taking? Sorry.
4. 4 points of fire damage.
Oh, well, that was awful.
Yep, it's sucks being a human in full armor standing in fire. It's just not a good time for anybody involved.
No, it's not. All right. Well, seeing how he left the party, that prisoner, that W's where that dude who was burning, right?
Alder was able to control and shape flames and stop it, so the fire will begin to spread back to it eventually, but for now, he does appear to be safe.
Can I open his cage?
That is going to be... You don't have the keys. So do you have thieves' tools?
Do not.
You could make an athletics check to try to break.
Athletics. I'll do it. Okay. Yep. Nah, 7.
Yeah, you run out of the flames. You're like, I'm just gonna keep going. I can bust straight through this iron, and you hit it, and just pop, like just hit it full stop.
Damn.
The iron just you. In fact, everybody with a passive perception of 12 or higher just hear a bing of metal on metal from above.
Damn. I tried, bud. Alright, do I have any movement left? Or...
Yeah, you still got movement left.
I guess I'll start making my way back downstairs. To where the party's at.
Mm-hmm. You, do you want to take the stairs, or do you want to hop down?
Nah, because I hop down, I'll take some damage.
Likely, yes.
Yeah,
So...
no, yeah.
Alright. Go ahead, and... You gotta hop around this hole, so give me another acrobatics. So you bounce off the iron gate, you're like, that's not happening, keep moving. And so you're going again to try to get over the hole to get into the stairs. You're like, as you're going, you're like, is that Çiaran on top of a Minotaur? It's that scene from Umbrella Academy of Ellen Page and, I think, was it, 5, in the car, just, what?
Yeah.
What? Çiaran, you look up to see Gelt hopping over the hole. You're like, oh, I hope he fucking makes this.
Oh, it really is just like that moment, you know.
Gelt, what's that acrobatics?
Oh, you didn't say, sorry.
No, I did, but go ahead and roll
My
it.
bad.
Just caught up in the
Ooh,
moment.
that's going to be a 13.
Ooh, no, that's not enough this time.
Yeah.
You drop straight down. Çiaran, make me a strength saving throw as Gelt's body collides with you.
My bad.
Beans.
Hey,
Tried.
bean. Strength saving throw, huh?
Yep, and also the Minotaur is also going to need to make one.
Oh, that's a net 20 for 19.
Yeah, you are able to hold on. You're gonna take half of whatever fall damage Gelt takes. The Minotaur's just fine.
I bet he is.
So
Would have thought.
Must be nice.
It must be nice. It must be nice. Well, isn't that just wonderful? Okay. Everybody takes 1 point of bludgeoning damage. So Minotaur, Çiaran, and Gelt, you are now on the next floor, right next to the Minotaur. You are prone though.
That happens.
Uh-oh. that tends to happen.
All right. It's the Minotaur's turn. Wow.
Uh-oh.
He is an enraged machine right now.
Yeah, he just goes and goes and goes, doesn't he?
Still
Yeah,
screaming down this hallway at him.
there's a lot going on for him right now. You're on the floor. You're on that one. Çiaran, you're about to go for a ride. As
Yeah.
the Minotaur charges at you, Reyn.
Roar!
Since you're straight down the hallway. That's a straight shot, and that's the exit. Perfect. So, and he is going to reckless.
Ooh.
Uh,
That means I don't need to on my turn.
Yeah.
All right, that is a 24.
Yeah.
Ta-cha. Make me a strength saving throw.
The nice thing is, he
Go.
brought a healer right to you.
Gelt, I need you to make
Yay.
2 concentration saving throws.
Oof.
Because forgot the fire damage and 1 for the fall damage. So you just need to roll higher than 10 on both.
Well, the first one was an at 20.
Yep, that'll make.
I think that's higher than 10.
My math
And the
isn't
next
great.
one's going to be an 11.
An 11?
So-
Yep, you're
so
able
I
to
do still
maintain
have that.
concentration. So it's still got bless.
Oh yeah, and that puts me up to a 20 on my saving throw.
Yep, you are not pushed back. Once again you've got it down. It just always brings it, and then you just get lower, and it just pushes you down deeper into the floor. So you are
Lowers
going
the
to.
gravity.
Yeah, it definitely helps. Okay, so that
He doesn't know that I do with a Minotaur.
15 plus.
You're getting a little
Minotaur.
robot-y there, Nick.
You're gonna take 17 points of piercing damage, halved to 8. No, 9, because we round up because I'm the DM. So 9 points of piercing damage. Ooh.
I'm back. I should be. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes we can.
Okay.
You're gonna take 9 points of piercing damage. That is the halved value.
Woo! Back down to 25. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Wild.
That's exactly what I'm supposed to do, though. Thanks for healing me, guys. It made a whole mess of a difference.
It
Yeah.
sure did.
Plus, it's your turn now. So.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, here we
Hell
go. Here we
yeah.
go.
I am gonna use my bonus action and flex real hard and close my wounds as I use second wind.
You Netero style. You just got a leg taken, so you just flex real hard and stop that bleeding.
Only 5, but that is better than nothing.
That it is.
And then I am going to make an attack, which I don't have to reckless since he recklessed, and I'll already have advantage.
Indeed, he did.
That is a 25 to hit.
Oh,
That will hit.
it's gonna be an ouchie, buddy.
It's gonna be a total
Ooh.
ouchie, bro.
For 11 piercing and 6 force.
Oh my god.
Noise.
16, 18.
We're
And-
throwing damage right now.
Çiaran, you can feel the shakes in this creature as
Ooh.
the rage. The rage is keeping this thing up. Anyone else, you're like, damn, how is this thing staying up? But the rage is
Yeah.
keeping it going. All right.
yeah.
Lady
If
Shimmer.
Çiaran's on top of it, Reyn is just sticking right there next to it then.
Yep. Noted. So now it is.
Sandwiched.
Yeah. Now, Alder, it is your turn.
Get him,
Okay.
Fireboy.
So we've got the Mexican standoff going here. Is this room on fire right now or no?
No, it appears that this room is not on fire. It appears that it's the third floor is the one on fire.
Awesome. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I'm gonna cast Agnazar Scorcher. I'm going to cast it directly above everybody's heads, right down the middle. And as I'm doing this, I want to cover myself in a fiery visage and like almost kind of give them that death glare that Gon has, and you know the one. And just tell them, you all need to leave now.
Go ahead and make me an intimidation check. Is your Agnazar Scorcher hitting anybody, or is it just for... Is it for thematic purposes, I suppose I should ask?
For thematic, but I will say since it is long, it probably is going to actually hit a wall, but I am aiming it like above them. I'm not aiming it directly at somebody.
That's the important part. So go ahead and roll intimidation with advantage, since you're literally throwing fire in a room of people who are not prepared for such a thing.
Cool. Okay.
Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, you so right. Do I get to roll that for both advantage rolls?
So basically you can choose to roll it after you've rolled, but before you know what the result is. So that D6 is its own separate thing after you've decided which D20 you're using.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's gonna be a 14 for intimidation.
The dwarf, so the thugs definitely hit the deck, and the Grimshackle brothers definitely are afraid, but the dwarf who has one of the brothers in a headlock just does not even waver. It gets right there next to him, he just makes harder eyes and says, "Where's Rathene?"
Ah!
So,
She's all right, but we won't be unless you leave.
got any? Are you gonna stay in the hall?
I'll stay in the hall. Here.
Well, we'll keep it moving as you say those words. Çiaran, your move.
Your move. I'm gonna attack with the dagger again since I have advantage.
Yeah!
Just like holding on to a horn with one hand and just diving in with a knife.
That's some Dragon's Dogma shit.
Yeah, right? Totally. 15 to hit.
15 will do.
Sweet. Oh, that wasn't very good. That's 3 piercing and 5 acid.
3 piercing for 8. Yep, you go for it again. This time you don't get that sweet spot in between. You go in on the upper shoulder, and then it pops out backwards towards you. So it does make a large wound, but not the killing blow. Looking very bloodied. Or as I've seen in some places, very spicy.
I did see that new list of DM descriptions, Dom. It was very good.
Yes, so very spicy.
Got it. I actually know exactly what that means. Thank you, Dom.
Sarah's just gonna call out since she felt his fucking quivers. He's almost dead. Get him.
So back to the top with Gelt.
All right, I will fucking use my movement to stand up.
Yep, you use half your movement to stand up.
And I'm gonna attack it.
You're gonna do so with disadvantage because Çiaran is hanging on the back.
Yeah, that's right. God damn it! And I will not do that. I will opt to heal myself for 6 points because I hurt.
Gelt touches himself again.
I do that at least once every battle, guys.
So Gelt gets himself that good touch. It is now the Minotaur's turn. The Minotaur is fucking sick of you, Çiaran. So he is going to try to basically suplex you into Reyn. So go ahead and make a strength saving throw.
Alright, that's fair. Oh, that's not good. 7?
C7 is not gonna do. So it reaches behind and grabs you by the back of the neck, like almost just by the scruff, and you're like, oh no. And then suddenly you see the ceiling, and then it is going to use Çiaran now as a great club against you, Reyn.
No!
Okay, that's gonna be 19 to hit.
That still hits. Did he wreck or no?
Oh yeah, you know what? He's gonna wreck. I mean, this is the time. He's not a real thinking man, so we'll keep the wreck going.
Hits me
It's
regardless.
yeah, it's better than the last roll, but it's not a crit. Çiaran and Reyn, you are both going to take this damage. Çiaran, it's because you are the weapon.
It makes sense.
You are both going to take 10 points of bludgeoning damage. Reyn, half that to 5. Çiaran, you take the full 10.
Okay.
Oh joy! This is actually hilarious and badass all at the same time.
That is the Minotaur's move. It is now Reyn as this Minotaur is breathing heavily, looking incredibly spicy, has Çiaran by the scruff, and has just used her body to hit you straight in the dome.
Please kill him.
So I am going to attack, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And he wrecked.
Uh-huh.
I've been using my good dice, and they finally came in the clutch tonight. That's a nat 20.
Hey!
As Reyn reels back and shouts out a single short dwarven word as his claw.
Oop, you are cutting out. We've gone to robocall. Terrible time for robocall.
For sure.
Surely.
Because I don't want no robocall.
I don't want no robocall. You looking like a robocall. Alright, let's see.
This is such a good and wild encounter, by the way.
Oh, I love it.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. It's not
Kind of.
great, but I can.
Basically, as he launched out the liar liar in this kind of yo-yo state, he shouted out what I am calling a short dwarven word as he yells out aura.
Oh my god.
I kept calling it the clackers and calling the old man Joseph. You're gonna get the old man. All right, so that is going to be a total of. No, wait, it's even better than that. So that's 19 piercing damage and 9 force damage.
You bring up the lion, Aura! And you hit the Minotaur straight in the chest, Itty. Drops Çiaran and flies backwards down the hall, slamming into what is, because you guys are on the second floor right now, goes all the way, slams into the wall, and for a second stands up, and they're like, ah, shit, before just freezing there completely.
Holy shit, Reyn.
as you see just the glowing of his tattoos and just like his huffing like form, his his arms, because of how thick he is, just like stand like halfway to T-pose most of the time. So he's just like a very intimidating form after combat most days.
I hope you know, during that whole thing, I just heard like the part 3 guitar riff playing, you know?
Oh,
You know the one. Yeah.
Okay. Anime instrumentals aside, Rathene pokes her head down for the first time in this and goes, "Wow, I think you just killed Walharrow."
the fuck's Walharrow?
What the fuck is a Walharrow?
Oh, you know?
You know, Walharrow.
Yeah.
We are still going to maintain initiative. It is Alder. It is now back to your turn. This dwarf still has one of the Grimshackle brothers in a headlock. Oh my God! Who is that? Stop.
Don't love that.
I think it's Ryan.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so we all here? Okay.
Yes.
There we go.
Don't
Ryan.
know what happened on that one.
It happens. So what
There
you?
was nothing on my end. I just know you were in pain, so I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay. No, you didn't do it on purpose. But if you did do it on purpose, fucking stop, you heathen.
Don't do that.
I literally don't know what I did. Y'all were just like, "Oh, I'm in pain." I'm like, "What? What happened?"
Yeah. So, to set the scene, Alder, you were in that first square outside of level 1. Across the table, you see that this dwarf standing with the back to the door has the halfling still in that very precarious position. The other thugs have all just dashed out of there to a different point. They are nowhere to be seen. They were quite intimidated. In fact, one of them even just rushes right on past and heads outside. They seeming to have abandoned the Grimshackle brothers.
Gotcha. Alder, I'll go ahead. I'll control flames on that spot that I hit in the wall and start moving the flames towards me, but also kind of start to, like, in a way, kind of start to wrap it sort of near the dwarf and just tell him, "This isn't much of a negotiation, pal. There's a Minotaur coming and the place is coming down. We gotta go."
The dwarf looks at you and says, "You pull those flames back right now or I'm gonna spill his blood all over this fucking table." And he presses it closer and you can see blood begin to trickle down the blade. Once again, in a very curt, short voice, "Where is Rathene?" Çiaran.
Up the tower for... Okay. So,
Çiaran. No, you're fine. Çiaran, it is now your turn.
Stand up and start going down the stairs.
Tap, tap, tap. You begin making your way down the stairs. With your passive perception, you can hear that Alder is talking to someone. You probably heard that last little interaction since you are on. You're on level 2, making your way down. And with half your movement, you are entering the stairs into level 1. You're about to be right behind Alder. So you have heard that last. With your passive perception, you have heard that last little back and forth.
Gotcha.
All right, that is now Reyn.
Reyn or Gelt?
Gelt, actually, my bad.
Oh, so I will also make my way downstairs.
All right, you begin heading your way. Now it is Reyn.
So this Minotaur that I just knocked down the hallway, he was basically just not wearing anything, just Minotaur in fur, and that was it, right?
Yeah, natural armor. He's basically got, he's chained up. He's still wearing rusted chains that he has clearly broken through. he's very much hero killer staying pose. He has not moved, but he is not falling over. He is dead on his feet.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, Reyn comes to his senses post-rage and is not gonna be a weirdo and try and take a trophy. He heads downstairs to start trying to meet back up with his friends.
So it is Alder, you're at the entrance, Çiaran is behind you, Gelt is behind Çiaran, and then Reyn is in the very back.
And I do make sure if Rathene seems unsteady that I help her get down too.
Yeah, and Rathene is in the very back. Well, yes, Malnourished is took 0 damage in that fight because she didn't participate, so she's behind you. So that Alder, make me a Alder. Yeah, you now know that your party is behind you now, including Rathene.
Gotcha.
So it is now your turn.
Alder will go ahead. He'll drop the control flames. Party. Listen, friend. Your friend's okay, but you're outnumbered. And again, this place is coming down fast. If you want to do this, we're taking it outside.
Can he see her now?
The dwarf responds, "Show me Rathene. She walks across here, I'll push the halfling to you."
Man, I don't care about this goddamn jailer that much. I just want to get out of here.
Goodbye, then. Fuck this dude.
Fuck it. And he drops it, and he's gonna start kind of walking away, and he'll gesture towards the party.
Okay, so just drops the control and shape flame, walks to the side, gestures to said hallway. Is that kind of what you're doing here?
Basically.
Okay. You do. So, Rathene, since she hasn't really been a part of this at all, Çiaran, I guess, would be your move first, and then Rathene will be at the very end of initiative.
I guess Çiaran's gonna follow Alder.
All right, Çiaran makes herself known. Rathene kind of moves past you guys with a little bit of shoving and pushing, and presents herself and says, "All right, I'm here." And begins to walk towards said dwarf. Gets the full movement, so she has pushed past you guys. She is about to be next to this dwarf. We can say at this point, yeah, we're gonna keep initiative. This is a tense moment. So Gelt,
Yes.
it is now your move. Yep.
I have
Çiaran
keyboard in front of me.
Çiaran and Alder have moved out, opening up space. Rathene has pushed past you. It is now has moved around the table. It is heading towards said dwarf.
I don't really know what to do at the moment since we now entered dialogue. I guess I will just reserve. Yeah, I'll just reserve an action, man.
Reserve an action to do what?
If the dwarf tries anything shady, I'll try to move in range and make an attack on him.
So, I mean, you are currently in a stairwell,
That's truth.
so you would need to
move.
you would need to move. An action does not holding an action does not
Oh.
allow for movement.
Well, so she's shown herself to the dwarf then?
Mm-hmm. She's making her way over.
Okay. Well, since I'll just chill here then.
All right. Reyn.
So basically, we've got a dwarf holding one of the Grimshackle brothers, another Grimshackle brother wailing away over somewhere, and most of the thugs have all run away.
Mm-hmm. You can hear the creaking of the tower above you. The smell of fire is starting to get stronger. The only seemingly exit from this place has a dwarf with a halfling in his arms, short sword pressed against. Rathene about to head towards the exit.
Yeah, I mean, I have no skin in this game with what happens to this halfling. They were just dicks to us. That's exactly how Reyn sees it. So yeah, I'm just gonna get over with the rest of my party and put myself between them and everything that's happening as we try to make our way to the exit.
All right. Alder.
I mean, he'll start heading towards the exit, but he'll ask the dwarf. So, you Grey Patriot then? What's your deal?
You a ballsy fucker.
Good guess, but I said stop. And he cuts this halfling's body, throws it towards you, and grabs Rathene, and they begin to sprint away. Rathene, go ahead.
Ooh, I will cast Whole Person on that dwarf.
Ah, that's right. Now you have a person.
Bringing it back.
That's a failure. So, cuts and goes to grab for Rathene, and
Ooh.
Wrong move, pal. Wrong move.
Reyn moves with a swiftness, grabbing his manacles, and shackles this dwarf's arms.
That's right, you do have those.
That was murder, friend. Going to
Are you
jail
really
for
dead?
that. Not this jail, obviously, but we'll find somewhere to put you.
Throw him in a cell.
No, we're not gonna murder him in cold blood.
You are able to manacle. We can say we're technically out of initiative at this point. However, you do begin to hear various screams all through the tower as the fire continues to spread. You can now see that you can hear the falling of some debris in places. The tower becoming more and more stable as the moment passes.
Reyn looks to Alder and says, if there's anybody that can save these people, it's fucking you. I'll go up there to help you get over holes and shit like that, but if this town, if we're gonna, people are gonna die if we don't do something.
Alder, get this guy out of here. The three of us are gonna go back and try to save people.
I mean, I'm the one that can do some more with flames. If one of you wants to take
That's
him out,
true.
I'll go
I
back
can.
up.
I'll
Oh.
hold him.
I can go I can move faster than you can, Gelt. You go.
Alright, and Alder will start heading up so he can begin controlling flames.
Okay, what floor would you like to begin at?
Let's just start with the second floor, because I believe the fire was at that level at that point, right?
The fire started on the third floor, because that's where Walharrow was.
Right. Okay, then let's make the way back up to the third then, and just kind of assess the damage control from there and begin take the flames away.
Okie dokie. Let me ask. So, we've got Çiaran, Reyn, and Alder heading back up to deal with the flames / grab, free whatever prisoners they can. You've got Gelt. You're basically watching over this dwarf.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should check the Grimshackle body for the keys. Also, can I check on the Grimshackled fucking brother?
Oh yeah. I mean, he's gurgling to death at this point. Yeah, he's. Oh yeah, he is. There's. Gave him a whole red smile. I mean, that short blade is thicker than its neck is.
Well, then, yeah. Can we find the keys?
Make me an investigation check.
I'm not good at that. So.
Also, fun
Oh,
thing that I
wait.
just
Fucking yes, dude. Wait, actually, I rolled a
Okay.
16 flat, but my investigation is -1, so that's a 15.
15. You find keys on him.
Hey.
They are
Not
the
bad.
keys he used. That he's used to unlock monster stuff. So you have the keys.
I'll toss him over to Reyn as he's making his way up the stairs.
I would be the last one going up the stairs technically, so that makes sense.
Mhm. You toss the keys over to Reyn. Alder, make me a spellcasting check. So use intelligence plus your proficiency as you're starting to try to battle these flames.
Gotcha.
Also, in a much lesser degree, Reyn can use prestidigitation to try and do the same thing, because you can snuff out small campfires with Presto.
Go ahead and you do the same thing.
And if
okay.
you know Druidcraft, Çiaran, you can do the same.
She does not know Druidcraft.
Got it.
What?
Never mind.
Dang. I rolled a 15, by the way.
So you said it's going to be spellcast plus profish?
Just
Ooh.
spellcast. Just spellcast.
I just thought of something I
But
could do
what's
for
the
Çiaran,
fish?
actually.
What?
The
Çiaran,
breath.
if I can as well, I can give you Dragon's Breath for Frost, so you can start spraying that down the halls.
Oh, yes. Yep, let's do that.
Okay. I like that idea.
So, Alder, you got a 15. Reyn, what'd you get?
I got a 14 if you didn't hear it before.
14. I did not. Thank you. 15, 14, and Çiaran's going through. So, yes, you guys are able to successfully start to push the fire back and get it quelled. Çiaran, you go kind of underneath the second floor and freeze parts of it, so hardens that up and stops the fire from burning there. Reyn and Alder, you're on that kind of next floor. Reyn, you have the keys, so you can start. So you're prestidigitation. Alder's doing kind of the bulk work of where flames have kind of spread out in weird directions. You're going through. You guys are able to get it pretty much under control. Luckily, you went back. You can still hear the creaking of wood. You can see that a large chunk of the third floor in that area is heavily damaged. Walking across is sure to break the wood beneath it.
Yeah, this place is fucking condemned, basically, so Reyn is letting out anybody he can. Unless they... no, never mind. Nope, he's letting out everybody.
Yeah, do not leave anyone to burn in this building.
What if
You
they look
release-
like a murderer, though?
Yeah, let's go ahead and judge them based on how they look. And sentence
You
them to
know
their
I'm
death.
joking.
You release 17 prisoners.
Well, yeah,
Very
no, that probably will bite us in the ass later, but you know.
Oh well.
many of them thank you. Some of them immediately begin rushing. There's a madness. It's almost like a traffic jam in the stairs. Gelt, you see as many of these people continue to most of them just immediately begin to book it. You see many of them as they pass by the body of one of the Grimshackle brothers begin to spit or give it a quick kick before rushing out.
Fucking love it.
But between all that, with the thugs having fled, the other Grimshackle brother apparently leaving their twin to perish, the prisoners gone, you guys have pull out of the tower of the Grimshackle jail just in time to hear a and you can see from the third floor one side caves in almost like a Pac-Man mouth. And then the third and fourth floor topple over into Stojanau River, exposing just the second and first floor.
Dang.
Wowie.
Holy fuck. That was That was a lot.
Yeah, we fucking crushed it though.
Yes, you are. You are currently
Fuck.
out of initiative. So
Uh,
you have Rathene, this dwarven jailer. Nope, no one else. Everyone else has seemed to have left. However, all of the first floor does have all of the quarters of things. So that is where one might find whatever's been taken from these people.
oh yeah, we could go looking through the spoils of the jail.
Spoiled.
I mean, if they left it,
True. So I'll let them go do that. I'm gonna ask this guy, why were you looking for Rathene?
Because I got paid to look for Rathene.
Who paid you?
And Rathene pipes up. Really? The Grey Patriots, really? And he just kind of shrugs. Yeah, the gold was good.
You didn't answer my question. Who paid the Grey Patriots for this job?
Are you some kind of fucking stupid? Do you not understand common here? The Grey Patriots paid me, you dumb fucking paladin.
So you're not with the Grey Patriots?
Fuck no. Wanna be on the fucking road? This job is cush.
Oh. At least you talk a lot.
I'd love if you'd stop talking so much.
Tell that to these guys.
Oh, so you are fucking stupid, as he looks around and sees it's just you, Rathene, and him. Captured by the fucking dumbest paladin I've ever met. Fuck.
Oh, I didn't capture you. I didn't capture you, but don't worry about that. So, you're just being held at watch by the dumbest paladin.
There's this vein in dwarves that is right in the middle of their forehead when they get really angry. You've seen it happen to Reyn. In fact, every time he rages, you can see that vein pop up. And you see that just 1 second face completely like flat, mostly just hairy because of dwarven beards, but then you just see that vein just like lift up immediately all the way through. The rest of the party, go ahead and give me some investigation checks.
Oh, alright.
Yaha. Investigation. No breathing. Sorry. I'm
Minus
sorry.
1.
22, by the way.
22. Okay.
22.
15 minus 1 for 14.
14.
13.
13. You guys go through and you check kind of the guards' quarters. You're looking into. You find the Grimshackle brothers' rooms. One of them does have a chest that has been opened, whatever in there removed. You're looking through, and it seems as many of these kind of jailers seem to have already pilfered many of the valuables. But in the Grimshackle brother, Uvik, who is dead, you do find a rather sturdy chest with a large lock on it.
I will use my thieves' tools on that bad boy.
I'm pretty sure Çiaran and Reyn just silently look at Alder when we see a big ass lock.
Yeah, we just quietly look at him.
You gotta do it.
Yeah.
Didn't roll hot on that though. That was only a 4.
A 4. Yeah, you. And you break your thieves' tools with that big of a failure. You
What's
break
the
one of them.
quality of the lock?
It's rather stout, which is appears that Alder has underestimated it and tried to go like, oh yeah, I could just pop this one open. Like, it must be like all these other gates in here. Like, getting through these other just super easy. However, this actually has some money put into it.
Is it made of iron or wood, this chest?
It is wood with bounds of iron to reinforce it. The lock itself is iron, though.
Got it.
Freeze it and break it.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about freezing it. Since my fists are now magical, are they at least a little bit better at withstanding me trying to just break open a chest with them rare-handed?
You may certainly try.
Yep, I'm just
Do
gonna
it.
try and break this thing open like a madman.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a techie tech.
You got it. If it's an attack with my fists, that's a 22.
A 22, roll damage.
And since
Come
I have
on.
both hands free because I want to put down my shield, I get a D8 instead of a D6.
So yeah, you axe
40.
handle style. Ugh.
Mhm. As he brings down 10 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
10 points of magic at you. And the top part caves in. It doesn't open all the way. You're in that. You're like, okay, you probably need to hit it again, but in a dangerous spot. If you don't do it quite right, you're worried that you might damage whatever's on the inside.
Okay.
Get the
So as
biscuit.
long as I do well enough, it should be okay though.
You're gonna have to use a certain amount of control.
You got it. All right. Well, he's gonna try and do this more controlled one. So is it another attack then?
Mm-hmm.
That's even better. That's a 23.
23. Roll me some damage.
Another 9 points of damage.
You boom, and your fist goes all the way through, and you feel cold coin underneath, and you stop. It almost hurts your arm stopping that from just the strength just to hold on, but you now have a sizable hole through the top of this chest.
Well,
Oop, you are going RoboCop.
Alright,
Hold on, we'll take a second for the RoboCop to pass over. Everybody heads down. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
That Minotaur fight was so damn cool, though.
Alright.
Yeah. Motherfuckers. Ruining us.
Funny thing about facing a Minotaur in a small hallway that's also on fire. And then letting him, like, basically jump from the high ropes at you.
Jesus.
Da-na-na-na.
I have returned. Can you hear me?
There we go.
Yes, we can.
He is back.
Good. So now that Reyn actually has a hole that he can work with, he's just gonna tear at the wood to make the hole bigger so we can actually like inside.
So you begin tearing through this kind of a chest, and you're able to get kind of a sizable hole in it. Inside, you find 2 potions of healing that you luckily did not damage.
Yes.
You find a headband of unknown quality, and between different bits of coinage taken from various people, you find about. Hold on 1 second. Nice. You find 486 gold pieces.
Nice.
Very
Holy
nice.
shit!
God damn, that's like as well as we get paid on on just a normal mission. Damn.
Very cool. Very good.
It paid to keep the prison alive. Quite literally.
Wow, very awesome.
Yeah, had that fire
Ah,
spread to
cool.
lower objects, it would just crash down in and of itself, and it would have crushed this chest.
Yay! I'm so glad that we're heroes and tried to save people.
Yeah,
It does pay to be good.
Who would have thought that it pays to be good?
I kind of didn't save the Grim Shackle, but, yeah.
He was
Sorry,
he,
Dad.
he could technically be considered an evil person as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, I'm not crying over it. Like, I'm not like, guys. But, you know,
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
mean,
well,
you hate to see it, but if it had to happen with somebody, you know, fine.
Yeah, so I guess with the spoils gathered, we should probably get our horses out of the stable that was on the bottom floor, in case anything else destabilizes.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's another good reason for keeping that place somewhat alive.
100%. Yeah.
You all go to get your horses, and they are all gone.
Oh,
Having
what?
seemingly,
Motherfucker.
you can see a large amount of footprints leading
Yeah,
up there, and it doesn't take an
Literally
insight
a bunch
check.
of criminals.
That 17 people who have been in jail
No.
saw a group of horses and dipped out
We
with them.
lost our retainer fee.
Well, there goes the gold we earned.
Yeah, because it's not just the retainer fee. Like, I'm pretty sure that covers some of it, but if we lose them, was the retainer fee for the horses in general, or is we have to
thought it
pay more
was.
back?
That's what a retainer fee is.
Yeah, it is the retainer fee for
Okay.
being late, but not for
Yeah.
losing entire horses.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
20 gold pieces
Alright.
is not enough for a
Well,
horse.
Time for Greenhawks and B-Sense, and Siren's gonna see if she can't find where these
I mean-
puppies ran off to.
Go
Um,
go ahead and I'll roll for Greenhawks.
And
Yeah.
while she's doing that, can I use Identify on this headband?
You can. I will tell you what that is in just a second.
I have a sneaking suspicion that I'm very excited.
Greenhawks does begin looking around. He does find two men on horses, and you see them. They're across the river, but these are not your horses. These are two men in gray armor that have a scratch in the middle of their breastplates over an old black fist symbol. They see you all with Rathene and this dwarf. One of them has kind of a spyglass, clicks it together, and they both nod and begin to ride off heading to the west.
The west. Which
Well,
is
shit.
basically where we knew they were, right? Like,
Yes, they are heading towards the Iron Route.
okay. Yeah, Siren will let everyone know that those guys were there, but she can't see any of our horses.
Shit.
Well, and know we're a thing now.
Yep. What time of day is it now, Dom, at this point?
You guys, so those two. I mean, the whole thing wasn't very long, so we're looking at probably 3.
In the afternoon.
3 in the afternoon. Yeah. That headband that you find, and I'm sure you had a good suspicion outside of game, but it is a headband of intelligence.
Ooh, yummy. That's very good, actually.
Yeah, it is. So, for those of us who do not know, it requires attunement. But whilst you wear the headband of intellect, your intelligence score is 19.
Wow.
I could be smart.
It has no effect on you if your intelligence is already 19 or higher without it.
It's a Gelt item if I've ever heard one.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Call me
We
stupid
just
no
have
more.
genius Gelt now? Could you imagine?
Oh,
Could you look at us? Could you imagine? Gelt with a 19 intelligence? Nope, not me.
Not me.
I also love the idea of him taking off the headband and
If-
just powering down
dumb.
in real life.
It's like the helmets they wore in fucking Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy that was powered by lemon juice.
Yes.
If we're talking about getting the most bang for the buck, it's gotta be Gelt.
Do we have any intelligence?
I mean,
cast?
I'm
Alder,
just
but
as dumb as Gelt.
Alder, but his he already. I believe you have an 18 in intelligence, if I'm
Yeah,
not
it would be
incorrect.
Yeah, there's
a weird-
really no point for me to
Yeah.
wear it.
He would put it on and be like, "Oh, I could finally do computations in my head without having to write it down. That's nice, I suppose."
Yeah, like I'd literally be like, "Oh, that's how you did that." That's
And
how
it's
the
like,
problem is. Okay.
you're like, "Oh, that's how you break that cipher. Got it." Well, I guess that's nice. But yes, for Alder, he would notice minimal changes.
So Gelt and Reyn can
Pass it
decide
back and
amongst
forth.
themselves, I
Oh
guess.
no, I'm 100% for like letting Gelt have it most of the time and asking to borrow the brain cell when I need it.
the brain cell.
There you go.
The one brain cell
Yes.
between us.
Yep, it
Very
does. You'll need to attune to it, Gelt, but yeah, the headband of intelligence is yours.
Awesome.
Yep,
Got my
as soon
first
as
magical item.
Yep, as soon as you attune to it, you will have a 19 in intelligence. However, you are also completely full on magical items.
Attunements, yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
You've got all 3 slots filled up. So, way to go. Way to
did-
go.
I have
saw
realized
proof.
that if I ever did borrow that, I would get a big bonus to attacks with my firebolt. But that's it.
Oh right,
That's
because you're an
true.
intelligence caster for that.
Yep.
Ooh.
It's because I got it from being a high elf.
There we go. Interesting. Interesting.
Yes, so, the Lost and Found, you are in the courtyard of the now, the halved Grimshackle Jail, or I guess ruins of Grimshackle Jail. You have Rathene, who is just happy to be out of there, is just A-okay with how all of that went down, totally cool with it. The dwarf has a real bad attitude, as Gelt has realized. And really, the only thing that really catches his eye is the big old thing of gold you guys come out with. Just, I knew it! Damn little Grimshackle brothers saying there's no gold to pay for guards. And you just hear a whole little mumbling tirade of, so you can buy warm food for yourselves, but can't have all meals. Just go, that vein gets more pronounced.
Fucking love it. Reyn looks to the party. So what now?
It's gotta be back to plan then. We gotta.
Because we could try to make our way to King's Pyre, but we're gonna be moving too slow if we don't stop in Flan to either get new horses or charter a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we've gotta
Um,
pay for the horses we've lost as well.
Yep. And if we go back to Flan, we'll have a chance to fill in Lila and Gerda about what's going on for their sake as well. What are we doing about this dwarven fuck?
Should we give him a chab?
I don't know if that's necessarily the best option. I'm sorry. I don't remember. I didn't hear you talking to my friend. You were hired to do this?
Yep.
Okay. So are you just an independent agent? Work for some mercs? What's going on?
Hey, I'll take anybody's gold if you pay me enough. Got no loyalties to the Grey Patriots. Don't got loyalties to nobody but me. So, yeah, if you're gonna offer me 50 gold to break out a single prisoner, hell yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah,
And-
honestly, we
and-
should just turn him into the Blackfist.
Yeah, well, we can't get into the city without them taking him anyways.
Yeah. Like, he's not gonna be someone they're gonna want to torture. He doesn't know anything.
Yeah, I guess that's probably the best bet. Take him with us. If I suppose. I mean, yeah.
And also, we should try to be on Chab's good side for now, at least.
Yeah.
Well, to be completely honest, for the most part, just talking out what the situation is. While this man did do a murder, I'm not going to deny that fact. He hasn't broken any laws of Flan because this isn't Flan.
All right.
I'm just saying that for the sake of the
Unless
Black
you want to
because Lord
hike
knows
to
they
another
don't wanna.
town with a jail.
I mean, if you guys are looking for solutions, you could just get me out of these. The Grimshackle brothers
up.
fucking suck. I mean,
You don't get to just murder people because they suck. Sorry.
I mean, you can. I obviously did, but not just because he
I
sucks.
didn't say you couldn't. You can't just.
I mean,
Because what follows is you getting arrested and tried.
All right, well, let's just head back to fucking Flan then.
Yeah, unless there's a closer town, but I don't think there is. So
I mean,
And what
you
about
could head up a couple hours towards Cabell Hill, but yeah, it's kind of 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other.
Dabble Hill doesn't have a jail.
They don't have a jail. They do have boats that could take you downstream, which would be easier, but it's, you can either go downstream and hit Flan, or go up to Cabell Hill, which, you could get there, but then you still got to go down the river. Yeah.
yeah, let's go to plan.
Alright, you guys begin heading down. Whilst going, Rathene is able to fill you guys in on a couple other details. One tells you that the Grey Patriots don't typically set up a camp. They use a long ship to travel up and down, since the Iron Route does touch the Moonsea. So they don't have a camp set up. They just sail around and use that as a moving base of operations, which is very useful for them. She also lets you know some stuff about Jarella that she's heard, that apparently she has some sort of monster in her service that she keeps caged up, and is also known to keep a magic book in her wagon, which can dictate messages on command. She's able to clearly point out, it's about 40 miles to get to King's Pyre. It's about a 2 days journey on foot, a day's journey on horses, or, the better part of a day, if one were to be very specific, about 14 hours by boat to get to King's Pyre. And that's to get to King's Pyre, the Grey Patriots are most assuredly going to sail there. That there's some sort of sea cave where they can store their longboats. But that's some of the information she's able to give to you all.
Okay.
So, I think our most reasonable option, or realistic option, is probably to rent horses again. Though they might not be willing to let us rent horses again after what just
True.
happened. Because we're gonna have to find a crazy motherfucker who's willing to pilot their ship into what we need to get them to.
I'm sure there's a crazy motherfucker or two in Flynn.
Yeah. My first thought is to just go down to the docks, punch a guy in the face, and say, "Hey, which one of you is crazy enough to take us there?"
That sounds like something that would work. From stories I've heard about sailors, that sounds about right.
Well, that mean I guess I get to punch a dude then. As Reyn just kind of smiles.
Can we hear you, Dom? I don't know if we can hear you.
Well, thank you for the information, Rathene.
She's like, yeah, of course. Like, no loyalty to the Grey Patriots. And the dwarf also, yeah, me neither. But which one of us is in chains?
Ignoring it.
It takes about 6 hours for you guys to get back to Flan from here. It was only 3 hours by horse, but of course, you guys, of course, with no horse, it's a longer discourse. So by the time you guys get back to kind of Flan, it's probably closer to 9. It is evening. And as you guys kind of enter in, so let's bring up the map. Bring up the map. Bring up the map. Bring up the map. Bring up the map.
As we're getting closer, we're gonna need to talk about what Rathene's gonna do because she can't just come into the city.
That's true. That's very true. I could escort her to the cave with the tree growing on it, and I could meet you all there after you're done in town.
That might be for the best. Definitely could use their help, but yeah, I don't think Flan will take too kindly if we bring her in there. No offense.
Yep. As far as we were, wait, Dom.
Yes.
Remind me before Reyn opens his big fat fucking mouth. She was one of the people who tried to assassinate people in town, correct?
Oh yeah, for sure. Does not deny that by any means.
Yeah, so Reyn is going to say, yep, they're probably not going to take kindly to an assassin, being brought back into town again.
Speaking of, what exactly was your reason for the assassination attempt on a personal, level?
Oh, I mean, you know I'm a mercenary, and that's what I do. I mean, there wasn't anything else after I left the Red Plumes, so sans money is good, and if unsuccessful, would have bet more money. I don't have anything against Flan, really, but also, it's not a lot of options for us half-orcs.
Once there is a system in place that will not torture you for what you've done, I do expect you to pay for it. But for now, we're gonna help you out.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, you already done a lot for me. I'm hella not going back to King's Pyre. Nah. Not going back to the Great Patriots. And I'm certainly not going inside of Flan.
And that's Rathene.
Mm-hmm.
Just to make sure.
No, they're both rough voices. My half-orc voice / female half-orc voice, not my strongest.
It's okay. Just making sure.
Says Rathene.
Would you be willing to help us just with our business since we've helped you out and sort of saved your life?
Well, what do you want?
I mean, you seem like a capable individual. Whatever services someone like yourself might be capable of providing, obviously we wouldn't be paying you because you'd be paying us back. But we would, treat you as a comrade, at least. For now, with things as they are. I don't feel good about just letting you run off, as you have committed a serious crime.
I mean, I've got one skill set only. It's killing people. It's kind of what I do.
Do you Do you all think you could go to the alchemists and try to acquire a sleeping like poison, a poison that could knock someone out without killing them? Because I think our friend could attempt to get Sankrulik to sleep somehow that way, since they're skilled at assassination.
Well,
Perhaps
you
they could
gotta
help
think.
us with our goals.
You gotta think, though. I mean, you said it yourself. Greyhawk saw it. They know that we have her. They know that
Indeed.
we're out there. If she just comes into that camp all willy-nilly, they're gonna be on
Oh,
alert.
she'd have to do it incredibly stealthily, but
I don't know if they'll give her a chance, is my worry.
We might be able to provide a distraction.
At the very least,
I'm just
at the very
I'm
least,
just
I
saying.
can point you out who the important people are in Sans Camp.
right. We have a useful individual here, and at the very, I'm just saying, be on the lookout for something like that because maybe they're our key to getting this done.
Okay, I need to say something. Why are we letting her walk free and not our dwarven friend here? We could pay him to help us.
Because Chab has openly said that he will torture her. No?
I'm not entirely sure, but what I'm saying is, outside of that specific fact, we're treating two criminals who are in the same situation entirely separately, differently. But sorry, it's just sitting wrong with me.
I
Yeah,
was under
you know
the
what?
impression that Chab wanted her specifically so that he could interrogate her, which we all understand what that means, yes. He doesn't want this guy. They'll just throw him in jail. That's why we're treating them differently, because one's gonna get tortured.
Alright.
Fine, okay.
Am I the only one who cares about that?
I'm not saying I want to throw her in jail and give him to them. I'm just saying he's done less than she has, because all he's done is killed one of the fucking Grimshackle brothers. But yeah, we'll bring him in.
Here's my suggestion, personally. For Rathene, of course, take us out there, scout it, give us an idea of what we're actually going up against and a good way to go about it. I think that's fairly even myself, at least between us and her. Now, with our dwarf friend here, I'd say there's maybe two options. One, we turn him in, or if he wants to cooperate and work that mercenary life of his, maybe we can come to a deal. It's his choice.
I mean,
What exactly would we have this shithead do?
yeah,
Help us fight
Help us.
because we're going to be greatly outnumbered.
You trust him to have your back? This guy.
He's
Depends
simply
on how much we end up
motivated.
paying him, but yes. But not necessarily trust, but gold pays. I know how mercenary life works. This is where I came from.
I do,
I've
except
murdered
gold.
men for money.
If you all want to give him your money, go for it.
I mean, the man, correct me if I'm wrong here, Dwarf. I believe the man helped cause a whole prison riot to get someone out. He's willing to do some crazy things if you give him money.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do it for 50 gold. Same thing Great Patriots, or me. Seems fair to me.
Fine. Fine, I suppose.
Well, to you that we can't do it, Çiaran, we won't, but
No, it's fine. Whatever.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
I will continue to fight alongside you all. I'm not gonna run off in the night if that's what you're worried about. So,
I don't know what's
Well,
going
then.
on right now.
So Rathene
So-
speaks up. So, where am I going? Because I'm definitely not going to Flan. You'd have to kill me first.
I guess I will take the both of them to the cave.
Yes.
Can someone
and,
else accompany me so I don't have to watch two people?
Gelt? I feel like Gelt's probably the best option.
I feel like you are Gelt, probably.
Gelt,
We need a strong boy.
have you been putting on? Did you put on the headband?
Oh, I did.
Oh, you're attuned to it by this point.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you have your brain turned on.
Oh.
Big brain Gelt. Big brain Gelt.
That's its booting up noise.
Fully turned on.
He says it audibly, just
And,
the entire
God.
time as you guys were going through the forest. You could hear Gelt just. And as you guys hit land, you're like, boop boop. Huh.
Like a
Gelt,
blue
you feel very clear-headed. You feel fast. You're like, wow, my mind can catch up with my whip now.
God, finally.
You're like, I
You're
can.
like the
That's
guy
awesome.
who was limitless in that movie Limitless.
Oh God.
You're Bradley Cooper.
So before letting the dwarf out of his manacles, and then very specifically pulling 50 gold out of his personal coin purse, not from the spoils of the party, to pay the gentleman, Reyn says in Dwarvish to him, "If you do anything to make me regret this decision, you're dead."
Oh yeah.
On the ground. Oh no, this is in Dwarvish.
Oh okay.
You are dead on the ground by my hand. Do you understand? This 50 gold buys your loyalty.
And he looks at you, nods, and in Dwarvish says, "Hey, when Lord Broken Jaw takes money, Lord Broken Jaw does the job. Swear on Murden's big ass fucking beard.
Lord Broken does what you go by?
Lorg."
Lorg. Sorry,
I thought I heard Lord too.
Yes,
I thought you were quite high and mighty for being in manacles. Reyn chuckles, sets the 50 gold piece sack in his lap, and undoes his manacles.
Feels wrist. All right, where's this big fucking tree you're talking about?
All right, follow me.
And Reyn does just. I feel like we communicate non-verbally more often than not, Çiaran, as Reyn makes eye contact, and there's just this look of thank you for understanding.
She gives them all thumbs up. We're all good. It's fine.
Good.
Hey, Rathene,
Fantastic.
real sorry about the whole prison thing, but really was trying to get you out. Yeah, no hard feelings. You got paid for it. It's not a big deal. No, nice. And they're both just happy enough to not have to go to Flan, not be in jail. One of them's getting paid, the other one's getting revenge. They're placated.
Again, simple motivated. We can understand what they want,
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
You're crackling like crazy, Ryan.
Yep.
Why does it keep happening?
there's a joke in there about prepubescence, but I'm gonna leave it alone. So.
Fuck you. I'll destroy you.
You may certainly try. You guys are coming down what would be the Stojanau Trail. Heading in north, you can see Vallejo Keep. From there is, of course, at all the main ways into the city, a small host of Black Fists. In your guys's, I will say, mailbox, you did receive the writ from the Lord Regent, Actor Brahms.
Oh, thank God.
So
Yes.
yes, you are able to present that because as you approach, you are quickly. Who goes there?
Rain and Alder that are entering the city right now. At this point, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Rain reaches into his book and pulls the writ. The lost and found. We've got rights and come as we please to help the Lord Regent.
They look at it, nods, hands it back. Ah, yeah, the fucking blue dwarf.
Oh god.
Impossible to miss me.
So you are able to enter into Flan. The Black Fists allow you to enter in past curfew.
Good. Most shops and things are going to be closed at this point. Businesses, right?
Mm-hmm. Once the sun goes down, the city shuts down.
Got it. Well, luckily, because we can go out and about, we can still do a little bit of what we need to, like deliver our notices to Lila and Gerda and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. That is totally doable.
Okay. We'll do that to start. Alder. Hey, why do I always start with Gelt with you, Alder? Fuck.
I don't know.
Because Gelt's your battle buddy.
I always got that tall human boy on my brain. But we'll go let our new employee know that she's starting sooner rather than later. We'll fill Gerda and Jeeves in on her lack of employment, I suppose. And then pay for horses and get the fuck back out of town. Oh, and hopefully top in at Wonderkin and see if we can find out something that can knock people out at Syrian's our request.
Suppose, I guess, so it's easy enough to get the letters between Alder and yourself. So you're able to deliver said letters to kind of both areas. At the Zenitrum Estates, you are able to hand it to one of the guards out front, and it's like, hey, we're not supposed to let you guys in right now. Listen, not anything against you, but we could take the letter.
That would be enough. So, yeah, we appreciate that.
No, I really appreciate you not making this thing. We like you guys a lot, but the Lord Regent job, not allowed to the States. I feel really, it's not personal. It's not personal.
Trust us, we are quite aware of everything that's going on, so it's mutual. Don't worry about it. Just make sure they get the letter, and it's all good.
Can do. So they're able to get your letters. Wonder Condoodle is currently shop is dark. However, as you're kind of bebopping away, the livery is also rather dark at this point, though you're not entirely sure how that conversation's going to go. You do see you pass by your cousin's house, and the lights are on.
Interesting. I'm gonna... Hey, Alder. We're gonna stop real quick and see if my cousin's actually here or if the new tenants moved in.
Alrighty.
I'm just curious, because I thought that they would be gone by now. Is there a front-facing window that I can peek in first?
Sure.
There is indeed.
Am I meeting family then? What's
You
going
might
on?
potentially, depending on who's here. Yeah, Reyn's gonna look inside the window real quick and see if he can see anybody.
You look through, and you don't see anybody at first. You kind of start moving to the side. You walk in. You have your main living room. Off to the left is kind of dining room leading to a kitchen. It is a one-story house. It's well furnished, but simple, with lots of nice ironwork all the way kind of littered through it. Ironwork and instruments. It's some would say it's a quite a mishmash of tastes. Like you're trying to put elven and dwarven together. You do see the shape of a dwarf sitting at kind of the kitchen, but the hair color is wrong. It's all white.
Got it. Okay. That Reyn still is gonna knock on the door because he did want to introduce himself to this gentleman. Who was? Is that Dornell? That's Dornell, right?
That is your guess.
Presumably.
Presumably. So you knock on the door and.
Mhm.
Huh? Hello? The door opens, and there standing in front of you is a dwarf, similar to your build in many ways, but his beard is now all white. You can see bits of his clothes do seem to have kind of the known markings of like salt from sea travel.
Okay.
Hello, yes. Can I help you?
Oh, sorry. You don't know me, but I think I know who you are. My cousin owns this place. I'm Reyn Ironfist. I believe you're Mr. Whitebeard.
Ah, yeah, you're Rold's cousin. Pleasure
Yeah,
to meet
yeah.
you. And he extends his hand
Absolutely.
out.
And I extend mine.
And he shakes. Yeah, come on in. This is more your house than mine.
Thank you. This is my associate Alder. He works with me in my adventuring guild.
Pleasure to meet you.
He's,
Pleasure to meet you.
Mr. You're are you an associate of my cousin's, friend of my cousin's? I never kind of got that locked down.
Oh well, I'm a member of the Lord's Alliance. So
Okay.
back when Flan had a more noticeable Lord's Alliance, I was actually worked underneath your cousin.
Oh, okay.
He's a good dwarf.
Makes a lot of sense.
But my
Right.
my true calling's always to my ship.
To your ship.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting. Well, to be honest, originally I was just kind of stopping in to introduce myself. We just rolled back into town on the middle of a kind of bit of a crazy adventure right now. But I just saw that the lights were on, and I figured that Rold had already left, so wanted to stop in and see who had moved in.
Yeah, I was expecting someone from Rold's wife, friend of theirs, to be here first, but I haven't showed up yet. So I was expecting you to be a half-elf feller.
Yeah, that lad's supposed to be running in at some point as well.
Yeah, if anything, I'm surprised I got here first. It's a long journey all the way from the Dragon Coast all the way up here.
Well, hot shit, that is.
I'd say that's solid almost over 1,000 nautical miles.
Do you
You're
sail
one
that
hell of
whole
a
way?
sailor.
Hell yeah, I do. Any sailor worth their salt can get from the Moonsea to the Dragon Coast. Really, the hard part's sea fallen stars. Lots of piracy there.
Interesting.
I'm not scared of anybody in the Moonsea. Well,
So,
Mulemaster's kind of a pain in the ass to get through, but as long as you can pay, they'll leave you alone. They speak good old-fashioned gold.
hi. So, what are you doing while you're in Flan? You busy or anything like that?
Oh, well, one part nostalgic, one part keep an eye on this place, one part some Lord's Alliance business, and another to restock the Gilded Trophy.
I love it. That's a great name.
Thank you.
What's your rate
My rate for what?
for your ship?
Depends on where you want to go.
We need. This is very fortuitous as he rubs his symbol of Timora, and he says, "We happen to be looking for I think a sailor of your particular attitude to help us make it to King's Pyre to help stop an invasion of Flan."
Oh. Well, hot damn. But, where would I be taking y'all?
Whew. We don't. I don't. Alder, you got an idea of where Kingspire was, right? It's about like 40 miles to the to the west of here, right? Something like that. It's about 40 miles out.
Mm-hmm. That is correct, and Alder, you can confirm.
Yep, that's what I have down in my notes myself. Now, granted, seeing as we're going after some people on Kingspire, I wouldn't say go to the doorstep exactly. Definitely take us a little ways away, but yeah, that's essentially where we be heading.
I don't know if you've ever heard of Kingspire, but we can get you a better idea of the actual location if we get a chance to look at it at our maps back at home and everything. But yeah, about a 40-mile trip.
40-mile trip? I mean, it's a 14-hour journey. It's not bad at all. I mean, when you wanted to go?
Morning.
Well, to kick the crew back into gear, but I would be doing Rold a rather big disservice if I denied his fellow dwarf and family member away from the ship. So, yeah, it's 40 miles. Try to carry the 14-hour trip. Pay for everybody. I mean, if you just need a ride there, I mean, I'll do it for free.
We would hope to be able to get a ride back, and I'd definitely pay you for that.
How many people you got?
It's going to be technically
It's
it's going to be 6 of us.
It's gonna be 6 there, probably
Probably
4
less
or
back.
5 back. We'll see.
Well, if it's 6 there and 6 back, I gotta make sure the crew gets paid. That'd be all bent out of sorts. I would be happy to do it just for 12 gold, but if you want the crew to have a good attitude about it and be ready in the morning, we'll double that, say 24 gold. We'll take you there.
Seems fair to me.
You know.
Done and done.
Well, all right, put it there.
And Reyn does.
All right, well, you'll find us at the docks. I was just gonna settle down here, but I'm always in the mood to sail. Now, I can't say the same thing about your cousin. He hates sailing, but I'd be happy to do it. You went a little bit robo voice there, so I missed some of that.
Pending rain right now.
Pending rain. Is that a weather joke?
Hehehe.
It got me all of that conversation right up until the end, at least.
Yeah, you guys shake on it. Darnell starts to go get his crew ready. You guys have your letters set up for letters are delivered. Philostrom's currently closed because it's later. But barring that, you've secured passage to Kingspire.
Fantastic. All right.
And you don't have to go all the way down the Iron Route, which is a long, arduous, and can at times be a rather dangerous way to go, straight into enemy territory.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
That was a
Well,
good place to stop.
I guess me and Alder head back to the house.
You do. It's Çiaran and Gelt. It takes a little bit, but Çiaran, you have it well mapped out. You know where said tree is.
Yeah.
On
the way there, probably like 20 minutes into the walk, she turns to the dwarf and says, "Sorry for calling you a shithead earlier. I didn't appreciate the way you were talking to our paladin."
Oh, I'm a total shithead. So I mean, you're only telling the truth.
Paladin is also not that bright, to be fair.
You can't make that anymore. You cannot
No,
you cannot say that. You're gonna need to start seeing some smart moves from you, buddy.
That's right. We'll think on it.
I mean, you've got so much power to think now.
Literally, I pretty much doubled plus my intelligence with that. Like, what is it? What was that before? It was like 9. It was 8. It was 8. Now it's 19. Yeah.
That's insane. It's like you fit a whole nother brain in there.
Yeah. God.
So you make it to the tree. You head in and you hear a voice. Hey, hey!
Hey there. Good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you. You brought different people this time.
Yes, they're not loved by the laws of man, so we're offering them a bit of shelter here, if you wouldn't mind.
Ah, for you, not a problem at all. I don't care much for the laws of men either, so have that in common.
Right? Oh, thank you so much, dear.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Thanks for making me not made out of stone and being ugly. Nothing worse for Faye than being ugly on the inside and outside.
Yes. Well, it was my pleasure. And now I get to have your wonderful company every now and again.
Lucky you.
Yeah, truly.
Gelt, what are you making for dinner?
It was fun, Minotaur. We're throwing some rosemary butter garlic steak on there. Making some good old country fried potatoes. Just roasting up some asparagus.
Where do you just carry steak on you?
Oh wait, we're not home.
No, you're in the middle of the quivering forest. I was like,
I mean, I could go hunt a deer and get you some venison steak.
You could, but yeah, Gelt would almost always take potatoes, garlic, rosemary, and butter, of course, because it doesn't go bad.
You've got your spice rack in your pouch. Never leave home without it.
No.
Funnily enough, it's one of the things you've learned from Skylar. He always has his own kind of carry when you do lots of traveling, so he's got his down to a science. So yes, you have your cooking utensils and all of that there. Çiaran, roll me a survival.
Would you mind if I did it as a dire wolf?
I don't mind at all.
Although would my survival be? I'll keep it. Okay. That's a 19 survival.
You are able to find a young stag, probably just adulthood. A solid bit, in fact, if all things considered, probably too much for your takes. You guys are either gonna have to eat a lot or make sure to prepare for later. Gelt,
Sure.
you begin to start a fire and it gets blown out.
Oh, gotta start it outside.
You go for it again and
What's happening?
you start thinking about it and you're like, yeah, that higher brain power kicks in. And you're like, I am inside of a tree by a fey spirit trying to start a fire. This is an incorrect move.
I'll apologize to the Fey Spirit. Think about that. I did not think or remember. And go outside a distance from the trees. Start preparing my fire.
You do. This does not get blown out. Çiaran returns. You guys are able to prep. Go ahead, Gelt, roll me. Not with advantage. Not
Proficiency, though, right?
Alder, you have your proficiency in history, correct?
I do indeed.
1, 2, at the end of 10 days. And did you just get that after this last one, or did you have it during our last adventure?
Just got it.
Just got it?
For me.
You do not have proficiency yet. You need one more set of 10 days, Gelt.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, for my cooking still?
Yeah, you need 3 10 days.
30 days.
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
It's-
okay.
Most skills and stuff are going to take you, the better part of a month to
30
learn.
days, yeah. That's right. Damn it.
Yep.
So no proficiency yet, so just roll flat d20.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that fell off the desk. That's a 17.
17? Yeah, you do the thing. It's pretty damn good. Rathene, and you're afraid you're not going to be able to eat enough as you go through, but Rathene and Lorg both have seconds, then thirds, and then ask if you'll do for fourths.
Eat as much as you want, or else it's just going to stay here.
They it is an appalling amount of food that they eat. It's disgusting in some ways, but between those two, there's nothing left of this stag by the time it's all done. They both comment that it's probably the first time they've had fresh meat and hot food together at the same time in quite a while. And they're both neither one of them are small folk by any means. So yes, your evening, all things considered, not bad. Sanders like, really thought that was gonna go worse. You're still kind of hoping. You're like, maybe one of them will do something dumb and I can.
She was bloodthirsty at the start because again, like him talking shit at Gelt made her so angry. But no, she's cooled down. She's cooled down now.
Yeah. Plus, you got to go hunting. That always kind of mellows you out.
Yeah, that definitely nourished some of the bloodlust.
So you guys have an evening. It's it's they're two very different people from the two of you, but boy, do they have some stories. Ranging from escapades to just like, are you sure you want to be telling me that? That's a crime.
Not sure that's PC, buddy.
not entirely sure. But you guys are able to have your full long rest, so everybody gets your long rest. And since this module runs a little bit different, for doing all the things in Grimshackle Jail, you guys get a piece. Let me just do some quick maths here. Wait, this is the wrong one. This is the right one. And it's like, that seems really high. It is. That comes later.
You did a hell of a job at Grimshackle, though.
Everybody add 450 experience points for defeating Captain Walharrow, the Minotaur, rescuing 17 prisoners, taking Rathene Hall and Lord Broken Jaw alive, and being able to find the Grimshackle brothers, one of the Grimshackle brothers' treasure hoard.
Very nice. So how much was that again?
450 experience points for each of you.
Very nice.
Love that.
You'll love to see it. Just creeping ever closer.
Love to see it, folks. We are just in love.
Absolutely. Also, real quick, while we're doing a long rest, I'm just gonna roll the portent so we have it for tomorrow.
Yep.
Got an 18. Nice. And a 10.
An 18 and 10. Got it. Noted. Okie dokie. Artichokes. So, really, as we start rounding the end of this, we'll do Wondercondoodles, and then we just gotta figure out how you guys get to the boat.
Yes. So, Reyn was planning very early in the morning to... Because how far out is the tree?
From there, I mean, it's about an hour from where you're at. Like, you gotta go a little whiles in there, but luckily you know where it's at. You're very familiar where that specific tree is. So yeah, like from the outskirts of town, it takes about an hour to get in.
Okay. Because yeah, Çiaran, you had said you were gonna wait for us to come let you know what was going on, right?
Yeah.
Got it. So yeah, early in the morning then, he'll probably leave a note if Alder isn't awake to let him know that he's doing it. But I am gonna go and let her. Actually, we're a party. Alder, will you go with me to go let everybody know what's going on? I don't want to travel alone.
Sure, let's do it.
Cool.
Early in the morning, as you guys are making your way out, Lila is about to knock on the door as you guys are Xing out bright and early, start of dawn, as she does.
That's true. Oh, hi, Lila.
Hey,
to see you.
good to see you. Yeah.
Alder, Reynglian, I see you've made a very correct decision.
Indeed, I believe we have. Welcome to the team.
Absolutely. We're happy to have you. They're very impressed with the interview, to say the least.
Well, you all have quite a thing going here, but it could be better. Thus, here I am. Before you all leave, I got your letter. I will need a key to these establishments, as well as know of how to get into your safe if I'm to begin putting together what you need. Also, are you planning on leaving again?
Yeah, we're in the middle of a whole job right now. We just needed to stop into town so that we could secure passage to where we were going. Hopefully, we should be back within about 36 hours.
A point to note. Well, during that time, I will begin going over your records, making sure that's all that is in order, and when you return back, I will have a provisional plan set up for how you may distribute loot, begin starting your own funds, making sure that you pay for all your personnel, and making sure that you are meeting all of your rent requirements on time.
Sounds pretty incredible. All right.
That's perfect. You know what? You're gonna get this place, like, we as a group run like a well-oiled machine. You are going to make this business run like a well-oiled machine, and I am. Reyn just has this very satisfied look on his face. He's like, "Thank you, just thank you so much, Lila."
Oh no, thank you. Now, the safe, if you don't mind.
Yes, and we show her how to access the safe, and Reyn does provide her with a key.
And she nods, and then she sits down at there and has all of your paperwork out, pulls a couple different books, and she is in it.
Fuck yeah.
Before we leave, as just a show of good gesture, he'll head over to where she is at the table and just put down 3 gold coins and just pay in advance for these next couple days, just in case, well, I know things get weird with our job, so hopefully 3 days, but anyways, take care of it while we're gone, alright?
Of course. It will be exactly as you left it. However, I must ask the gentlemen around the back, are they supposed to be there?
Reyn flares up and rushes for the back door.
You rush, and out back, you can now see the foundation of the...
Oh, wait, never mind. Keep going.
You rush out the back, and you open the door, and you're like, "Hey!" And you see a handful of guys there, and they're like, "Hey!"
Oh my god, it's been such a long few days. Continue on, gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You got it, Blue Dwarf. And they get right back to it.
Yeah, he returns inside. It says, "Yeah, Lila. Those are the workers that are building our part."
Ah, excellent. Good to know. I will. Am I to offer them any sort of, I suppose, refreshments at any point, or are they their own thing?
As far as I have been made aware of the situation, they take care of themselves.
Wonderful. I'll have less distractions.
Exactly.
Well, off you go. You need to finish your current job if you're all to get paid.
Yes, thank you. Have a good day and a good few days. Let's get going, Alder.
Yeah, all right.
Yes, I'm fine. I am just beyond on edge about everything, and just hearing that there were men in the backyard just kind of set me off until I realized what the situation was.
So it's just like, yeah, Reyn, I was saying hi to my friend across the street. Who? Where? They were across our street?
They were across our streets? Our streets?
They were looking at our building?
So, you guys having Lila set up, and the window is, blinds are open, natural light is coming in. It's still, still early, but Reyn, this is about the time that you usually go for a run. And she is a professor, so you see her, and you're like, oh, I bet she'll look at us and wave, and absolutely not. She is in there, fully working. So you guys begin to head that way. You can stop by Phyllis from Wondercondoodles if you would like.
Doesn't sound like it.
I guess you don't want to go to Phyllis from Wondercondoodles.
Well, maybe.
Would you like to stop by?
It's
on the way,
wait.
right?
There he is.
There.
There it goes.
Okay.
Can you
so,
hear me?
Yes.
I can hear everybody, and everybody can hear me. Yay, sorry.
Perfect. You do have time to stop by Phyllis from Wondercondoodles.
Okay, cool. If he's open that early, then yeah, we'll stop before we go to let the party
Oh,
know.
he's an old gnome. Yeah. That's what they do. Old people sleep less, don't you know?
I hate it.
So you're able to get there, and he is just getting everything up and running, and hello.
Hello, Philistrom. How you doing this morning?
Doing just fine. Did you hear? We finally figured out what your substance was.
Yeah, we we read the report. That's a whole mess, huh?
Oh yeah, well, pure limbo stuff. That's I believe the technical term for it is chrono stuff.
Ooh.
Yes, I would.
I was just gonna ask if you've ever even seen anything like that before.
And well, a long time ago. Must have been over 150 years ago is the last time I saw something like this. Same place too.
Nick
How
is
did that
dumbfounded.
go? He's like kind of concerned.
Wow, well, you're all a little too young to. Well, you weren't even. I don't think either one of you was born during those times, but
No.
that local legend, Reno Blades, him and some of his companions went up there. That old temple, that silver pyramid. It's run by this crazy ass fucking wizard, if I could just be quite honest with you. Always working on something terrible, and well, this reminds me a lot of that. Don't know the exact details of how it all went down, but Reno Blade and his people came back, and then there was no more chrono stuff. Kind of weird how that all happened again.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, if you get the chance, I would definitely go talk to the Lord Sage. If anybody knows exactly what's going on up there, it'd be him. But
Yeah, we'll take care of that once we're done solving the city's current problems. Speaking of, do you have any kind of alchemical substance or maybe like a poison that can knock people out?
Well, I do. Come inside.
Well, I thought we were inside already.
No, you just on the
said
streets.
that.
Some poison, please.
Oh, perfect. That's even better. I love Reyn just stomping all over a situation sometimes.
So you go inside and well, you're gonna need to be specific. There's many different ways to poison someone. It could be through injury, it can be inhaled, it can be ingested, it can be by contact. And are you trying to kill someone, or are you trying to just put them down?
We are trying to bring in a individual of particular interest alive.
Hold on. He goes and he's rummaging around. takes him a little bit. Let's see. What would you have, Philistrum? There's he there. Here we are. He comes back, and he's got 2 vials. One seems to have kind of, it's a thick, black, oily-like substance in one, and the other one seems to be a grayish-green smoke that seems to be bottled up. I got 2 things here. This is an essence of ether. You inhale a bit of this, you'll be out like a light for 8 hours.
Okay.
Of course, unless somebody, really trying to wake you up, but boy, will you feel awful afterwards. So all you gotta do is just have someone inhale this one. Means you gotta get close. But, very effective. This, over here, is the oil of Taggart. This one, all you gotta do is make it have contact on someone. You could either put it on a blade or just dump it on them. It's not as immediately powerful, but it lasts a whole day.
So do they get groggy to start and then pass out, or?
Oh no, the effects are nearly immediate.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they don't have a hardy as always, it's less effective on dwarves.
Of course, we are a particular kind.
Well, you'd need... the only thing that might be able to get past that would be some drow poison, but, well, those are secrets for those people, not secrets for my peoples.
Nope, we're dealing with a human gentleman.
Well, yeah, either one of these, I would say. The oil is easier to get there. The essence is stronger, though.
Considering, and Reyn turns to Alder at this point, considering who we have in our group, I'm inclined to go for the easier bet with the oil.
What are you thinking? Put on either Gelt or Çiaran's weapon?
Or, we were talking about if Rathene is willing to assist. Well, I don't know if she's willing to actually enter into King's Pyre.
I'm not necessarily counting on that one myself.
Yeah, no, for sure. I could also put it onto the Liar. Technically, that's a big old bunch of piercing stuff.
True.
I'm just in. Well, if I can get him grappled.
Yeah, all you gotta do is get it on exposed skin. How you get it there is up to you. Once again, you do not want to touch this. Do not.
Yeah, no. That's it. But I was saying, if I can get him grappled, I might be able to use the essence of ether to kind of just right up into his nose. That might be a better. If it's Do you have a particular opinion, Alder?
Philstrum, with the oil, do you think we'd be able to get multiple uses out of it, or not really? Like, could we lace this on multiple weapons and still be effective?
Yeah, you'd probably be able to get, doesn't take a whole heck of a lot, so I'd say probably about four uses out of this.
Yeah, I think that might be our best bet. That was a good question, Alder.
Yeah. Might also be able to help us out with some of the others around him too. So
if we can bring in or stop, from being involved anybody else, any of the other important individuals, to keep things, as light as possible, that is definitely a good option. Yeah, let's go with the oil.
Yeah, whether we bring him in or not, I'm not too sure on. But hey, the more people we can take out quick, the better. Indeed.
All right. We would be interested in procuring the oil of Taggart.
Well, normally I wouldn't sell this to just anyone, but luckily it's all in the family. However, a single dose of this is worth 100 gold pieces. For family, give it to you for half. So if you want all 4, it's gonna be 200 gold pieces. Best I can do, I promise, I swear. But
Got it. Understood.
But I'm gonna be honest, you can absolutely rely on the quality of my work, and trying to find someone else in the city to sell poison to you, well, I'm not sure exactly the quality that they would be given to you.
Of course. No, I do understand. We... Do you think we need all 4, Alder? Because we do have funds, technically.
We do. Need all 4? I don't know, but we can use all 4.
I feel like we
Otherwise, if we're gonna just go for the one, it might be worth it to go for the other one then, and just knock him out immediately. That's my guess.
How much is the ether?
Oh, yeah, it only comes with 1 dose, but it's the same price. I promise you, 1 sniff of this, and there's only... Even you might have a hard time resisting this one. And here, let me help this a little bit.
Of course.
So let me read what each one of these do. So we could do a good bit of meta here. So the essence of ether is inhaled. A creature subjected to this poison must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, or become poisoned for 8 hours. The poisoned creature is unconscious. The creature wakes up if it takes damage, or if another creature takes an action to shake it awake. The Oil of Taggart. A creature subjected to this poison must succeed on a DC 13 Constitution saving throw, or become poisoned for 24 hours. The poisoned creature is unconscious and only wakes up if it takes damage.
Yeah, that I would. Yeah, two difference in the DC is considerable. I'd rather go from the one use of the ether.
One use of the ether.
Yeah.
I think I'm good with going for the ether myself.
All right, well, 200 gold pieces, it's all yours. And please, like I said, be very careful with this. In fact, actually, I got something for this. And he reaches behind and he pulls out kind of this little jar, and he dips the glass part of the jar into it and pulls it back out. Hold on. And waves his hand around it for a little bit. What if you blow on this? My lungs aren't what they used to be. Thank you. Alright, here we go. And he drops it on the table and it bounces right back up and he catches it again. This should keep this from breaking on ya. You know, I know you're the adventuring type. So, especially you there, Reyn. So this should keep it from breaking on you on accident.
Okay, thank you. I'd rather not have it break and then I pass out for 8 hours. Appreciate it.
That would be bad.
So just get it near someone and uncork it, and you good?
Yep, uncork it, put it on them. All they gotta do is breathe it in. Real hard not to breathe.
Indeed.
So
All right.
you pay the gold. Philistrum has put a rubber-like epoxy over the glass to keep it from breaking. So all you have to do is, you use an action to pull a cork and put it under a creature's nose. They inhale unless they don't have to breathe, which humans do have to breathe. The poison is yours.
Sweet. I'll let you hold on to that then, Reyn. And also, I just took the 200 out of me. If we want to divvy it up later, we can, but I'll just front it here. So.
Cool.
Gold paid, poison
I've
acquired.
got the money. Cool.
I appreciate it.
All right, you see Philistrum. He wishes you good luck on your adventure. The nicest potion seller you've ever met.
Oh, he's just a gem. I love him.
He's old school. So you head out. Takes about an hour. So we're talking at this point. It's probably about 7 a.m. The Çiaran and Gelt, your two other companions sleep hard as rocks. It's actually kind of hard for both of you to sleep because they snore so frickin' loud. But they are they both are out. So unless you guys wake them up, they're not getting up for nothing.
Yeah, Cyrano will wake them up if it's getting a little ridiculous.
Yeah, they probably Reyn and Alder show up. And say it takes 30 minutes for Philistrum talking to Lila, getting there, the hour to get there from the city. So it's probably 7:30 into morning when they show up. Light is now, since we're moving into autumn. The sun has fully broached past sunrise, so it's not high in the sky, but there's plenty of daylight out. Not that you guys could see from underneath the tree, but that is when they arrive. So everyone gets woken up. It's morning. You're all there. Party. How would you like to get to your boats? Discussion is yours.
All right. So we procured a few different things. A passage via the water. Hired a salty dwarf to help us get there with his crew.
Oh, good.
Yes. He technically owed me because he's living in my cousin's place. But that's neither here nor there.
Fascinating.
I know, right? Life just sometimes you just get good luck. Once again, rubbing his symbol of Timora. But they're basically going to be ready at any point when we want to get going. We're probably going to have to do a thing where we pick up some people along the way somehow. So there might be some foot travel that needs to start happening sooner rather than later.
Okay.
Because
we
we won't
can meet
be
you
able to
along
get
the coast, I suppose.
Yeah, because we won't be able to get Rathene and what was it again? But yeah, I wouldn't necessarily get to the city.
Yeah, we'll just travel along the iron route a little bit and find a discreet location, and if we have to swim to the ship, we will.
All right. Well, we will make our way back to town and fill them in on what's going on then.
You guys would know that it's the ruins of an inn are just a little bit outside the town on the iron route, which is as good a place as any to meet. You can see it from the sea.
Perfect.
All right, it was the Crosswind. It was the Crosswind Inn once upon a time. So you, I guess those who are heading into Flan make their trek back. If there's anything the party needs or wants to do before the adventure begins, now is the time. I will ask. Anything else?
Oh yeah, Reyn would say before we ended up leaving. Is there anything else we need to pick up in Flan?
Not that I know of.
No.
I got your poison here.
Some food procurements, of course, but that's pretty much it.
I think we should be okay. We're pretty good at surviving out in the wilderness.
I mean, just for me, I'm gonna re-up on my spice kit and everything,
Well,
but that's pretty
mind
much it.
We'll do that when we're
Pay
back.
Get the horses paid for.
Oh, we're not.
Oh, I forgot to do that. We'll do that when we go back into town. I am dipping into the chest gold that I found, just so everybody knows to pay for that, probably.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's
So that's the last thing we'll take care of. We'll hit the library, hit the ship,
Understandable.
get on.
Okie dokie. So, let me just real quick pull something up. Just to make sure we get this back. So, there they are. Okay. You head back into Flan. Where are you stopping first?
I think the only other place before we go to the docks is the library.
Yep, you stop by the library. Ernst is none too pleased with you all.
We were robbed.
Well, that puts you guys in kind of a shit spot. Alright, look, so, listen, I know who you guys are, and I think you guys do plan a lot of good. But losing 4 horses is kind of a big deal.
It is. How much do we owe you?
300 gold pieces.
Oh,
Done.
it's all money.
And then you hand him over 300 gold piece, and he's like, you know, I'm not here to judge you on how you spend your gold, but if you had this much, I mean, I guess you shouldn't have bought those horses because they would have been stolen anyways, but...
We didn't have this much gold until about 12 hours ago. It's luck of the business, I suppose.
Yeah.
You know, are you looking for other people to join the adventuring? Because, man, if you can just 12 hours for this much gold, I might be in the wrong business.
Oh, trust me. I had
Got lit on fire.
he was lit. A friend was lit on fire. We had to murder a raging minotaur who was pretty sure slightly demonic, and we saw a building fall down. So you get paid for what you do.
Well, you know, the worst that usually happens here is someone getting kicked right in the jimmies by a horse, so... that seems
Still pretty
about
bad.
right. Well, I'm sorry
That's
that...
still pretty bad.
Yeah, it's real bad. It can kill a man, actually. Actually, a good horse kick to the skull will actually kill most people. Yeah, that's why you can't approach horses from the back. Only amateurs. But, well, and he's got the thing of gold. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start working on getting some new horses, but you are definitely free to come back.
Thank you very much. We yeah, it all fell apart in a bad way, and yeah, this is the last thing I wanted to happen, honestly. But I am glad to do business with you and keep things good between us. And if you ever need any kind of help, you know where to turn to.
I think me and the rest of the city are starting to get a pretty good idea on that. Thanks
You're welcome.
for everything you guys do.
You have a good day, Ernst.
See you around, Reyn.
All right, let's go get to a ship.
You guys head to the docks of Flan, passing by, of course, the notorious, well, now just not even notorious, the well-known inn, the Laughing Goblin. It, of course, already out and about, people milling in and about to it. You head into the docks, and you look around, and at first you're like, ah, shit. I have no idea what this ship looks like. Zero clue, but a rather sizable glint of light hits your eyes, and looking over you can see in bright gold letters, you can see the words, oh gosh, tell me I did not just forget this. Gilded, where was it? I just
Was the
had...
gilded?
No, I had this.
I believe I know it.
Yeah, help a DM out here.
It was the Gilded Fortune, correct?
Gilded Fortune, correct. There it is. That was gonna bother me. So you see in bright gold letters on a rather sizable ship, the Gilded Fortune. And already you can see that the gangplank is down onto the docks. You can see there seems to be a hustle and bustle on it, and as you approach closer, you can see the salt-stained beard of the one and only Dornell Whitebeard.
Captain Whitebeard. Yep. And as we approach, I say, Whitebeard.
Hello. You ready for this rain?
Yes, indeed. And I'll explain a little bit more in
Gilded
depth,
Trophy.
But, it's gonna
bad. It's the Gilded Trophy.
Oh, the Gilded Trophy. There we go. My bad too.
Yeah, it happens. All right, I'll just
Both are
mark this
good.
down. Gilded trophy. Got it.
Perfect. But as we're getting up onto the ship, Reyn says, "It's gonna be two of us to start. For some strange extenuating circumstances, we're gonna have to pick up the rest of us on the way."
Oh, okay. Well, whereabouts? Where are we headed off to?
We give him a heading and make our way because we're heading to, what was it called? The ruins of the Crossing Wind Inn.
Yep.
Crossing Wind Inn.
The Crossing Wind Inn. Yes. So
Yes.
the ruins of an inn. So you
Yep.
you sail that away. It's probably the time it takes to an hour. It's 8:30. They stop by the 9. Then to go out the 2 miles for that one. So yeah, we're talking probably 9:30. Close to 10. There's no place to dock there, so they send out one of the one of the rowboats and rows up there, and you are able to collect the rest of your party. You all are all placed onto the Gilded Trophy, and you begin to sail west towards King's Pyre, and the conflict is now unavoidable. And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right. Cool.
This while things went really like ass backwards for some of this, things worked out way better than I expected.
We spent a lot of money, but also it went fairly well at the same time.
If everything goes as planned, we have 1,000 gold coming in. So
that is true.
Yeah, that is quite the payday. All right, everybody, let's say goodbye to the stream.
goodbye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye,
Take care.
stream. Thanks for listening. As always, hold on. Let me make sure to personally say goodbye to all the people who are watching currently. I know I probably missed some people whilst that was going about, but I was focusing on DMing, and I don't always focus on you chat whilst I am DMing. So, another TV viewer, Industrial Parasite, Lurks, and Thicker, thank you for watching. It's always appreciated. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. Alright, bye stream.
Bye.
Bye.